Okay, there you go. I got there. I forgot. I don't know. I don't remember the other one that we lost, but all of my replays should be saved. This is all from coaching yesterday. Ignore. Okay, yeah. Mitien beat my ass on Charlotta, and it was it Rose Lockhart? Yeah, I think just since I think this is Rose. Yeah. We lost to Rose Lockhart and Mitien, and then we lost in the Curry Cup. We lost Dragalia and Suki. So we'll take a look at all of those and see what we can learn. Do a little bit of replay review, classic stuff. When you get hit, when you lose your turn, try and figure out, find any patterns, any things that are getting you killed you maybe didn't notice. And then yeah, should be nice and productive for us. Hello, Sheep. How are you? Let me find
grabbed
those Curry Cup sets. Okay, there's the first. There's us getting reverse 3-0'd by Suki. Sure. Yeah, let's start with the Dragalia matches here. Elise Upo. I'm sure I said that wrong. I apologize. But thank you for the follow regardless. Lord Astrogoth as well, by the way, followed me 15 minutes ago. I wasn't even live, but, you know, I appreciate it. As well as Y2K Rito, who also subbed, like, gave me a prime 30 minutes ago. I also wasn't live, but, you know, I appreciate it, man. Arbiata also followed me 40 minutes ago. What's with all these? You're not gonna catch me complaining, but, Rex Lemg 4 hours ago, and Coco Huetes 7 hours ago. Bunch of follows that when I was offline. I appreciate it, fellas. But yeah, the plan, just to reiterate really quickly before we get started, we lost 4 sets on in last week's weeklies. That will continue to be the case until we win one. So the plan is to look over those 4 sets that we lost, see what we can learn from them, and then if we have some time left over, which, you know, we should theoretically. I know I take quite a bit of time to go through these replay reviews, but hopefully we should have some time left over. We'll go try and see if we can just find some high-level Wilnase replays and learn how they might be playing the character a little differently. For now, let's watch this set with Dragalia. He played Vikala in the first game, and we won without too much difficulty. It's just Vikala. But then we got to the second health bar, and he pulled out the Narmaya, and we just lost Wilnii the Fire Guy. It's true. We lost 3 games in a row in short order, right? So sets like this, there's a couple of these actually. Yeah, there's a couple of these where sets like this I'm always very interested to replay review, because while this was happening, if you had asked me what happened, also hello Nainu, hello Vane, if you had asked me what was happening here, I would have just said I lost. I don't know exactly why, I don't know exactly how, I just kind of got beat up. It didn't, like, my opponent was so much better than me that I just didn't really know what to do, right? So I think these are often very important to review, because with a clear eye and without having to focus on playing the game at the same time, we might be able to at least notice a couple of patterns that were getting us killed. I would hope. Anyway, if we can't, I guess we can't. But let's see here. Again, whenever you lose your turn, whenever you get hit, you know, it's a good place to pause and think about it. Immediately, walking back there, like, I'm trying to play a little bit more defensively. I'm not sure if that's a good idea against Narmaya. I'm not sure if I should be trying to force the issue a little bit more fighting Narm, but something to think about. That, definitely should be stand blocking whenever you see Narmaya go for light flip there. Whenever you see Narmaya go for a flip at all, you might as well stand up. If it's the other flips, it doesn't really matter. And if it's light flip, stand blocking it makes it minus, and crouch blocking it will be plus, right? They can space out the light flip, so it's plus even if you stand block it, but it wouldn't have been the case right there. But yeah, we block it, so now I gotta deal with that. Plus on block 2M. Okay, throw tech. He goes for the Setsuna. We knee his ass. Sure. Fine. Yeah. This is just, just poorly spaced overhead there, right? I got a little excited, essentially. We're fighting a character with a meterless DP, too. If we're gonna commit to the 50-50, we might as well do it from a position where we're spaced out. We could have, too. This is the step dash kind of screwed me over there. Just poor spacing, I fear. Sure. Oh, yeah. This happened. I remember feeling like this happened a lot. Dragalia just kind of waiting for me to hit a button to try and get myself out of the corner, usually 2U, standing a little bit outside of that range and killing me for it. I think this is something in general where I think 2U is a lot bigger than it is. I have to get a better grasp on when exactly that button will hit. It's either that, or it could be that sometimes I'm hopeful that they're just going to walk into the range and do something aggressive. That's a really bad idea to do in the corner, right? Especially. I mean, maybe you can try and just like preemptively, you think they're going to do something aggressive, you swing it out in neutral as like a stop sign. Sure, that can work. But with your back to the wall, the risk reward of doing something like that, when you don't have to, I wasn't under a humongous amount of pressure there, right? He's standing, you know, outside of far H range, Grand Blue zoning me, and I've got most of my health. Like I'm basically at 90% HP. There's no reason to be panicking there, right? I think I need to be a lot more patient in these situations. Yeah, there's just no reason for me to be as jumpy as I was with my back to the wall when I had, again, 80% health and 2 brave points. And now, as a result, you know, I do a little bit of wishful thinking, and I lose. And now this round is just in a very hard spot, right? Yeah. Getting caught by 8 TK flip. Honestly, I think I tried to delay tech with. I might have thrown, actually, which is a bad idea, but I know later in the set, I remember I tried to delay tech with 5L, and I just don't get it in time. It happens, right? TK flip isn't a ridiculously good move. But I shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place, right? Again, playing rather scared there at round start. This is... I gotta go back to the start of the round here. This is the beginning of round 1. I want to go back to the beginning of round 2. Because this is a weird sequence. I start the round off just holding back, right? Again, this is... Yeah, this is a little passive for my liking. We've done this twice in a row now. I didn't actually think about this while I was doing it, but I think I was just... Honestly, I think I was a little scared. I think we took one game on Vikala, and then he switched an arm, and I was like, ah, shit. Right? I think I got in my own head a little bit. Because this is just passive play. I was talking... I forget to who exactly. But I was talking in the coaching yesterday about this exact problem. I'm not doing anything here. I'm not, like, holding space. I'm not playing defensively. I'm literally just... I'm, like, running away, essentially. And we've done it 2 rounds in a row now. And, of course, you know, Dragalia sees that. He 6XLs in, and now it's his turn, and I have to deal with it, right? And I don't deal with it very well. I try to interrupt there. I mean, after the 2U, I get knocked down. Sure. Yeah, again, right? A little impatient on wake up. And then, again, right, I just keep not respecting these sets and a block strings. I'm not even sure what I really thought I was going to do here. Like, challenging immediately after you block a normal like this when they have things they can cancel into is a little silly, right? But I think this is a little bit of... I think I can tell... Like, it's very easy to go, oh, you shouldn't have challenged there. But I think it's more important to try and figure out how I got myself into this both mental state and situation. And I think the reality of it is I played passively, right? Yep, I do that sometimes. High-level opponents can smell your fear. Yeah. I played passively round 1 and lost my turn and had to, you know, just deal with breaking out of pressure. And then I did it again round 2. I think I probably noticed that I did it again round 2 and then just got frustrated. I'm like, I don't want to live with the consequences of my failure, right? I played passively again. He did the exact same thing again where he just ran up 6XL'd me round start. And then I had to deal with a block string and I just didn't want to. It's a misallocation of, like, frustration, you know what I mean? Because I wished that I hadn't played passively and wasn't in this position, so I started playing very impatiently to get out of it. It's all well and good to pontificate about this while we're replay reviewing. How can I turn this into something that's actually practically usable, right? The root cause of all of this is the passive play. I should have an actual game plan in mind at round start. Am I going to be aggressive? Am I going to play defensive? I can make those decisions, and we can even talk about whether those decisions are good or not, depending on the matchup, whatever. But I have to do something, right? It might be scary to do something, because when you do something, it opens you up to doing the wrong thing. But doing nothing is always the wrong thing. And that's what I've done on both round starts here, is I've just walked back. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be in this position right now. I wouldn't have that frustration of blocking for so long. I wouldn't have done all of these silly challenges on sets and a block strings. The root cause and the actual actionable advice is to just not play this passive at round start,
Very
basically ever.
This person is incredibly smart and practical.
I mean, that's just... definitely should have been Yuhei drawn there, but... Oh, well, actually, no, I think we had... this is why I really wish I could just rewind. Thank you for the 19 months, by the way, Cheeky. Goddamn. Much appreciated, big dog. And yes, pregnant man emoji to you, too. I don't know if I had the meter for this, but either way, this was unfortunately the wrong thing to do. Yeah, I don't think I had the meter for this. Yeah, I didn't. What I should have done instead here would have been Wilnii. Well, let them play on stream and just watch them through the Twitch VOD. Ooh, true. Like a rewind makes replay review annoying after coming from SF6. Yeah, we could do that. If I find one where I need to do it a lot, but when it's at near the beginning of the round like this, it works out relatively well. But yeah, here I didn't actually have the meter for you, Hadron. I think when in doubt, if I'm not certain that, like, this is one thing that I need to do a lot more. I feel like we've been better about confirming our, like, hits into you, Hadron, when we can recently. Still not perfect, right? Still gonna take a bunch of time to get it, like, more consistent. But I think I've been better about that. The next thing that I really want to focus on is in situations like this, where I can't you Hadron, I really need to get in the habit of doing Wilnii. Light Hadron here, it does the most damage, and it also sends Dragalia full screen, which is, it's good for helping me maybe earn some space back out of the corner, right? But yeah, you could say, oh, well, Wilnii here is a bad idea because you're probably going to get DP'd, which is actually exactly what happens, right? As expected. You shouldn't have need there, but then I ask you, well, in a matchup where Dragalia is, you know, I don't necessarily want to leave Narm at full screen setsoning and zoning me out like that, right? So what the fuck should I do there? The correct answer is the problem lies in what I did in the first place. Light Hadron puts me in a very awkward situation where I kind of have to reset back to neutral, which I don't want to do in this matchup, right? If I'm fighting La Diva or something, then awesome. Yes, Light Hadroning her away there is absolutely the correct thing to do, or at least it can be. But if I had Wilnii instead there, it forces an air tech and it leaves me like plus 30 right in front of Dragalia's face. We could try to go for some high-low nonsense if we really wanted to. Maybe not the smartest idea, but we could. Or alternatively, we just step dash in and then take some close normal pressure, right? And go from there. That would have been significantly better. So I have to default to Wilniiing instead of Light Hadroning in these situations where I cannot you Hadron way more often. It's one of my big, one of the big things I want to work on. Yeah, and then I'm just ridiculously impatient. Like, I'm challenging on my minus frames like every single time here, right? This is another good example of like, I'm weirdly passive at round start and neutral when I have the opportunity to actually, you know, do something and make a difference. And then as soon as I get put in the corner, I suddenly don't want to be there anymore. All of this, right? This is a lack of confidence. It's a lack of confidence in my ability to beat Dragalia in the neutral. So I just do nothing, right? And then it's a lack of confidence in myself to play the patient defensive game. So I just start mashing randomly, right? You only minus if you're scared. It's actually the exact opposite here, believe it or not. The reason that I don't believe that I'm minus here is because I'm a bitch. Right? It's the conventional scrub wisdom flipped on its head entirely. You are only not minus here if you're a bitch. Right? Because I'm scared and because I'm not confident in my ability to not have Dragalia maul me on offense, I just start mashing randomly. And that's why we end up in this situation, right? I think this is very much one of those situations where I am mentally defeating myself here before Dragalia even has to do anything. I acknowledge that he's better than me, and that means that I'm scared and I don't think I can win, and therefore we play like a fool, right? Both things can be true. Dragalia is better than me at Grand Blue, right? And in a given set, I would definitely give the edge to Dragalia if you're going to place bets on who's going to win. But I can't afford, this is a mindset problem. I can't afford to think like that, right? I can't afford to think like that. In the middle of the set, right? In the middle of the set, I have to be, I have to play like I can beat him, right? Because it's not a lie, I can, right? There's a very big difference between, oh, you know, in any given set, Dragalia is more likely to win than I am if we're fighting each other. Sure, that may be true. What the fuck does that matter? Well, we're not playing a law of averages here. We're playing one set. It is true that I can beat him, right? So I have to, I have to not let myself shit my pants like this, right? And like it's so much more obvious to me watching. I'm just shitting my pants. I'm scared and neutral. I'm not doing anything. And then when I get to defense, I don't trust myself to play defense, so I'm mashing randomly and I die. And then, right, at the end of the set, I go, it just feels like I lost. I don't really know what happens. This is why replay review is important. I can't believe this. I can't believe the options I'm picking in front of my eyes right now. I'm playing so scared, right? So much of, I talk a lot about once you get to the higher level in fighting games, you know, I know, you know, how Narmaya's moves work. I know what's plus and minus. And obviously Dragalia knows how Wilnas's moves work, right? We understand, you know, how certain tools might like 90%. We understand how the tools work, right? We understand, like, how our tools are going to interact. What moves I have that might beat his moves. What moves he has that might beat my moves. Like, he might surprise me with some shit, or I might surprise him with some shit. But by and large, we understand the framework we're playing within. So it just becomes entirely a mental game. That is what fighting games are once you're playing with people who know how the mechanics work and how their characters work and how the other person's characters work. The problem with that is that mental game is really difficult because I'm scared. I'm scared here. I'm playing scared, and as a result, I am pre-defeated in the mental game. And I'm doing just the dumbest shit you could imagine, right? That wasn't so bad, right? He was doing a lot of sets in it. But, like, my options in the corner primarily this round have been, like, they've just been, they reek of fear, right? Yeah, this is me. I was just trying to reaction super all of these, and I was a little too slow. That's actually fine. I think I had the right idea. I couldn't quite execute on it. Again, maybe a slight confidence thing. You know, the less confident I am in my decision-making, it might add a couple of frames of delay to my choice to hit the super button and kill me, but that round start to finish is just a man playing incredibly scared of someone that he thinks he can't beat. It's a really big problem. Sometimes I watch my replays and see myself miss so many hit confirms and be like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? I mean, that can certainly be, it can be symptomatic of other things. But hit confirming is hard, right? Hit confirming is hard. Speaking directly to me, which makes it so helpful. I'm glad. Wait, let's go back to the start of this round real quick. I am happy to see this, right? We do something at round start. I'm not so sure that walk jump is the best option, but I picked an option, right? I picked an option. Also, Rabiata, hi Brick, I was just passing by. It's late in you to thank you for your videos for beginners. Grand Blue's my first versus game. Your videos have been very helpful. I need to work on my defense. I keep mashing while blocking, but I'll improve eventually with your corner guide. Dude, I'm very happy to hear that. Yeah, if it's EU, it's probably like midnight or past midnight for you, so, you know, make sure you get some good rest. But I'm glad that my videos have been helpful. We're all on a learning journey here, and I'm trying to make it as painless for everyone as possible. Air throw here like a boss? Right, yeah. Brick intentionally ignoring every comment in reference to pants shitting. That's exactly what winners do. Real and true. Yeah, I don't know if walk up and throw is our best option here. But again, I am glad that I committed to an option, even if it's a bad one. I'll take that over the guy who just walks back and does nothing, right? This makes sense because you could almost sense the frustration in my defensive play last round of not getting to play the game because I was too passive, right? So it's good that even in the moment here, in game 2, I'm like, all right, I'll do something now. The problem is that he flips here and my brain freezes. I could have done JL, I could have air throw, and I could have done a lot of different things and would have worked out pretty fine. In JH here, way too late, right? I just got caught off guard a little bit by him doing the flip. Air throw in general needs to be a much bigger part of my my air-to-air vernacular, I think. This is crazy, man. It's the same thing again, right? I'm just swinging. I am so not in danger here. Like this, if we go back to the start of the round here real quick. I am so not in danger here. What am I so terrified of? Sure, we mess up here. That's fine, right? But like, you know, I block this 2U. He will probably cancel into Setsuna, and if he doesn't, that's great for me. Like, he has to cancel into something here, or he's minus enough that I can just like poke him with far H, right? So we block this. Cool. Okay. I understand what happened here. This one is more of a bad decision rather than a bad challenge. I see. This challenge is EX Setsuna is -2. I should not have 2U'd here. Probably here. Far M is 9 frames. Far M is fine here, I think. If I Far M here, I don't think Narmaya has a button that can realistically challenge it. My Far M is essentially 7 frames after I block EX Sextina. Sextina, yeah. 2U is a little too slow. This was just bad choice of button. Fair enough. That one is not quite panic. It's just I really wanted 2U, which also begs the question of like, I don't have U Hadron, so why am I doing? With Far H Crusher, is it too slow? It's too slow here. Because her Far M here, I think, is 8 or 9 frames? 8 frames, maybe. Regardless, Far M would have been the better choice here for sure. But then I get counter hit by a 4M, and I match 2U again. That's really interesting. Now, that one is really stupid, because I am rather minus here. And yeah, I didn't get comboed for it, but why am I just going right back to the 2U well? I think I really need to pick some different... 2U is a very high reward button for Wilnase, even without UA drawn, right? If you just 2U someone raw, you just get a save jump, right? If you just do 2U into nothing, you can get a save jump, and then it's your turn. It's a great button. But, like, really, man? Far L, Far M, 2M, fucking, I don't know, 6P, anything. Buttons that are faster, safer, if I want to pick an interrupt. And then, realistically, here, why the fuck am I interrupting at all? I'm not in danger here. Like, I got, you know, he didn't combo off that Far M. That's great news for me. I have 3 Brave points, 70% HP. Yeah, my back is to the wall, but what am I so scared of? It's a ridiculous amount of... this is one of those times... If I was coaching myself here, I would say doing nothing is sometimes a valid option, right? Do you notice how the only time that we properly got out of Dragalia's pressure so far is we just blocked until he threw, we teched the throw, and then we won the post-throw tech interaction? Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like that's a good time to try and challenge things, right? Every other time that I've just been mashing on my minus frames here, I've died. Who would have thought? Yeah, I remember this. This step dash is a misinput. You even notice I hit light there. I was trying to 6P and I just didn't do it in time, and I just got step dash raw. That's you know, that's just a misinput. Gotta be careful about that, but not too much that you can talk about here. I mean, I don't know what to say, right? My Brave counter gets gets mashed, and my Brave counter gets blocked, and I mash throw. Interestingly, I guess they were out of throw range there, which is cool. But like, why am I mashing anything at all after my BC gets blocked? It's just a staggering amount of impatience for a man who doesn't have to. I really have to, on the Diva and Wilnase, these are both true. I really have to get it in my head that these characters, I can eat like 4,000 damage in like chip and throws from Narmaya before I even have to start thinking about, all right, I have to get out of here. Right? Hell, if I just build the meter from blocking, if I can find a 2U or a counter hit Far M or 2M or something like that, it's like 6k damage and a side swap. Right? Always take the throw for real? No, don't always take the throw. But specifically, when you're playing 2 of the characters that get the most rewards in the video game with their back to the wall, why the fuck are you panicking on the first defensive interaction? Dragalia can like win. I can block 8 special moves and get thrown twice, and then immediately equalize the HP with a single 2U. What am I so scared of? Right? I really have to get that in my head. I really have to get like, this is the kind of character you're playing. If I'm not taking advantage of the skewed risk reward these characters bring to the table, why am I playing them? Right? Why am I playing them at all? This is okay, sure, this is good. Problem with taking the throws that taking the throw loops back into a taking the throw situation. Yeah, take the throw, I think, is the way it is often stated is horrible advice. People pretend that you can just take the throw forever, like that doesn't but I lose if I do that, right? People need to start talking about risk reward rather than just say take the throw, but you know. Yeah, I don't really like what I did with my, I don't think I really like this hard knockdown BC Oki, right? I think it's a little disgustingly gross, actually. Hello, streamer, hello, moves. This is great, right? Counter hit. This is just not, besides the fact that, I mean, I guess Narmaya can't DP this, right? So if I'm gonna do, right, it is a good point. If I'm gonna do the overhead, the 50-50, I might as well do the low here, I guess, right? But realistically, it's probably better as Wilnase most of the time here, especially because I don't even have the meter. Like, what happens if I get this hit, right? I can't even convert it into Hadron. I think it's better to just step dash up twice into like a close L or something like that, right? Or like walk up, step dash, close L, and run pressure from there. Because yeah, this just ends up being somewhat of a toothless position here. I give him a little bit of chip, I guess, but I think I should really get in the habit, too, of spending that H&E for pressure in those situations. Like, if I'm you know, it didn't really quite work out. I think I default into just Hadron you know, do take the chip and reset to neutral very often, but generally, I think it might be better to go like, you know, if I do 2M, Hadron there, 2M, H-knee to just reset the plus frames and give myself one more chance there is probably not a bad idea. Lots of jumping. Lots of jumping. We've been anti-aired quite a bunch here. Sure, no hit confirmed there. Okay, that's good. Yup. Cool. Didn't quite space that. Maybe space that out. I don't think so. I like the Hadron bully here. Oh, yeah. This is just... What is that? The first backdash I understand. The second backdash I did while he was already in the air. Right? We could have gotten 6P anti-air there would have done us very well, right? Challenged on a plus on block button right there. It's, you know, I don't really know what to say about that except, you know, don't do that. This is great. Should kill him here. I forgot that I did this. Yeah, maybe I should, because there is a little weirdness. There is a little weirdness with that conversion. Maybe I should lab 2L 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 far L 236U corner conversion. There is a little bit of weirdness with that conversion, right? Take the throw doesn't help that much. There's an explanation on when not to take the throw. The point with taking the throw, when people what the point should be, basically, they said close cell always works. I've been lied to. Yep. But I think I need to figure. I do remember saying this as well. I need to figure out something that's more consistent for that because the spacing on that can be strange. I have found that walking towards the opponent can make it easier because you cross them up earlier and then you can hit the button earlier. But it is finicky there, right? That conversion is weird. So I definitely, I mean, this is a round that I absolutely should have won. I just dropped it. But yeah, the point of take the throw, when people say that, they mean that the damage you're going to take from getting thrown is less than the damage you're going to take from getting striked. So when in doubt, if you're just on a complete guess, take the throw. Because if you're wrong, right, or you know, if they throw you, you'll take 2K. If they hit you, you'll take 7K, right? It doesn't mean don't ever throw tech, which is what I think some people preach it as. This is a horrible idea, right? It's a very, very horrible idea. If you have literally no information to go on, do the safer thing, right? Like risk-reward calculations, this idea of, well, in general, you should probably get thrown about 3 times before you tech. You do that if you have nothing else to go on, right? This is like in your very, very first interaction in the set, do that. But it doesn't mean that throw teching is bad. Because guess what, man? If you never throw tech, you're just going to get thrown to death. Right? I feel like it's incredibly obvious. But yeah, people use that take, people spread that take the throw advice in the completely incorrect way. They just say it like it means anything by itself.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, again, this is that we talked about this in the preview. I have a bad habit of this. Walk back knee is not an option, man. If I want a knee, I should do it round start. Right? You don't get to hesitate like this. We've talked about this at length, but yeah, that is no good. That is half-assing. Half-assed defense, half-assed offense. And in the end, you get neither. Okay, sure. That's just, yeah, bad. Medium knee, especially from there. Super reactable. It's a bad thing to do. Doing it again, it worked. I'm not so sure that I love it. There's an argument to be made here that, like, if he medium DPs me, so what? And if I hit him, I get hella damage. But I think it's maybe not the best. Honestly, the only saving grace I can see for this is the fact that he just DP'd me for it weirdly makes knee a better option because I think it makes it less expected. This depends player to player, but I know for myself and for a lot of people, if you stop an option, you kind of, there's a default inclination of like, all right, I have, like you checked it off, you know? I have represented that I know how to deal with this option. They will now respect this. And when they don't, a lot of the time, it's like, huh? What do you, but I just DP, why'd you do it again? Right? So in a weird way, I think the second medium knee, the only argument for it being reasonable is this idea that, well, he just DP'd me for it. I bet he won't expect me to do it again. And considering that the risk reward here is not too bad, right? I don't think it's terrible, but that was not why I did it. If I'm being real with you, that is not the thought process behind why I did it. I just wanted to do it again, right? I want to learn this game. Is Wilnus fun? I think Wilnus is some of the most fun I've had playing fighting games. Sometimes Unga Bunga is the answer. I mean, unironically, again, I talk about this. Sometimes the bad option is the good option because it's the bad option. Explicitly because your opponent has deprioritized it on their mental stack because they assume you won't do it, right? Not always. Don't do bad options on purpose all the time as like a habit, but as like a mix-up option, basically. As, well, not mix-up, but like as like a boo, like a jump scare. Like, I bet you didn't think I was going to do this, motherfucker, right? It can work, right? Especially as like one-offs in tournament sets, and then it can kind of shake, you know, their expectations of, you know, how you're going to play, how you're going to adapt. Do they adapt? Do they not adapt, etc.? But that's not why I did it there. I just did it because I wanted to hit him with knee. Yeah, jumped here. This is kind of understandable. I jumped here thinking this might be a different kind of flip, right? Sub brick getting bricked up again. Indeed. Hello, bros. I jumped here thinking this was a different flip, either M or H. Honestly, this is totally fine, right? To get hit by light flip here is, in the grand scheme of things, a fine risk to take. I think that was a good option to pick into a Narm that I see flipping. Because at the end of the day, if that is H or medium flip, I get like a full combo. And if it's light flip, I get knocked down. Yes, she gets some Oki, but like I take no damage. And we're, yes, not in a great situation. But I think the risk reward on that is valid for sure, right? You could argue that Dragalia has mostly only been doing light flip, so I should have given that a little bit more mental stack. But I don't think it's a horrible thing. I don't think it's the kind of thing I need to be really mad at myself over. Now this, okay. I'm pretty sure I was in my pre-jump frames right there. I think I just was able to block. All right, sure. I sure am mashing on wake up a lot, man. Okay, that's good. I really do need to... I'm delay teching with close L right there, by the way, for TKH flip, right? That's why I'm doing that. That's why I stand up in close L. It's got its problems. Obviously, you can get run up load and things like that, but it is the only delay tech option that even has a chance of beating Narmaya TK flip. Everything else is too slow, right? Obviously, 2L and throw will just get murdered, and delay teching with 2H, which protects you from lows, it's altogether too slow to ever hit Narmaya TK flip out in the startup, right? So that was good. But all the mashing on wake up is just really, it's a no-go. Yeah, again, right? I need to figure out something to do for these weird conversions. It might, honestly, in a lot of cases, be better to just take my side swap. Or in a case like this, I can probably close H here and then medium knee and then command dash under her and get the side swap like that, right? Because the side swap is the most important part of this equation, unless we can just kill with the combo as is. So I think I have to find ways with these... Because when you 2U them from max range, it works out. They will side swap. You'll get your close H. But in these closer situations where you get like a close L into a far L or something, the Hadron conversion can get weird. So I think I have to find ways to stabilize it into just, at best, just a side swap. Right? Because here I just go close H to nothing. I think I could have probably gone close H, medium knee, even on her airborne there, and then command dashed under her. And we would have gotten the side swap. Instead, yeah, we're back to the mid screen, which is not so good for us, right? Yeah, I don't know exactly... I think I hit him there. I think that was just a bad hit confirm. I think I thought that I hit him there, and I just didn't. Oh! I forgot about this, yep. Narmaya's supers are awful, but I still didn't quite get the punish because of how delayed Raging Strike was. Probably 2U, unironically there. 2U gets me that punish, I think. That was a bit of a scramble, though. The original problem here is not hit confirming my button properly. Not getting the conversion there, it happens. That's a very weird situation. Sure. Sure. This, by the way, I just hadn't been given this context, so, you know, fair enough. But this will be a great place. Maybe before I took that overhead. But I think it will be, like, you know, instead of 2Uing right there to get the, to catch him walking back, Wilnus 2-2H is such a good just check in neutral, man. And he gets so much damage when it hits, too. This is just something that I was told by a better Wilnus. Jibka, I think, is their name. They were in... I rated someone and they were in their chat. I forget who. Maybe they were in Rose Lockhart's chat? Can't remember. But yeah, they were talking about how good Wilnus 2-2H is as like a neutral check. And I was just like, huh, I thought about it and I was like, goddamn. And I tried it a couple times. Like, this shit is amazing. But I just didn't have that context yet, so I'm not going to be too mad at myself. Nice, Shimmy. This is good. This is very good. This is something I need to do more often. I always forget that, like, there's no reason that Wilnus can't just run regular strike, throw bait bullshit as well, right? He's much more Grand Blue Zone oriented, for sure. But if we have a knockdown like that, it's, you know, why not? Why not? That's very good. Okay, sure. That's fine. Oh, just I don't know what. One reaction to you, Setsuna. I don't know what I did right there, but it was no good. Was that far H after the overhead intentional, or was it a panic option? It was, I mean, in the scramble there, it probably was me trying to tech in case he threw me, if I'm being honest. Ultimate Sextina? Yeah. Take your safe jump, that's good. It's a parry. That's right. So real and true. Probably would have been better to fake that. Forgot about Narm being in Kagura there. I was just gonna say, be careful of reaction super. Be careful of reaction super. I see that medium knee coming up. I assume Dragalia SSBAs me for this. No, he doesn't. Okay. Should not have fucking done that, though. Should not have done that. Again, reaction super, man. I'm glad that at least in the replay reviews, I've been thinking about it now. I saw that 100 meter. I was like, I should not do any reaction checks here. Cool. That, speaking of, brother, I'm glad that Dragalia has been a little slow on the reactions here. In a situation like this, I can afford to just walk him down like this, right? I think getting impatient here is a bad idea. He's slowly walking back. I can block these Setsunas. That's okay. I think I committed here. Well, it looks like I just hit. I'm hitting down forward. I'm not sure what's up with that, but I should just be walking and blocking here. If we get him to the corner, awesome. If he just wants to, like, we have the lead here. He has to do something. Like, I'm getting a little antsy here. I'm winning right now. I don't know why. He has to start something. That's great. That's a good jump. Well, I say it's a good jump. It's only a good jump because of how much Setsuna he's been doing, right? Got Masters last night. Couldn't have done it without your videos. You're the GOAT. Thanks, man. Think you win this with a jump, JH? I do. That's good because of just how much Setsuna he's been doing. But also, it just puts us at jeopardy to lose the round instantly, right? So it's in a vacuum, I don't think I needed to do this because he has just been spamming Setsuna for the past 10 seconds. I think this jump is actually a good idea, right? But there's definitely an argument to be made. Yeah, Toki said, like, you know, there's an argument to be made that we can just basically back up the entire time here. How does Wilnii 6XL interact with Setsuna? They're both strikes. I think they can just it can just beat it, but it depends on the timing, right? Okay, immediate round start knee, I think that time, which is good. Nice. Not my best conversion. Probably should have gone into, well, knees on cooldown there. Probably should have done 2-2L, right? 2-2L there just drops them right in front of you, because I can't really convert off 2-2M. Even if I could get a conversion there, I don't have 50, right? So just going far H into 2-2L would drop him right in front of me there, and probably would be much better off instead of resetting him back to like half screen, full screen. Okay, sure. Patience. Okay. Take a throw, that's okay. PK flip is on the table, right? Okay. This has been better so far. I think I've really, like, that was just timing, right? We both walked at each other, and we hit a button at the same time, but he was like a frame or two faster. That just happens. That's just called you're on defense and your options are a bit limited, right? But I think I've liked the somewhat patience I've been playing in the corner with in this corner situation so far. I've been a fan. Okay, sure, slop. Brave countered. Yeah. Setsuna is on cooldown now. I should. Oh, that was a little bit of slop. That 2U was a. Oh, okay. This was a attempted. Looks like it was an attempted 2H, right? But again, this is one of those times you just 6P. Very good, very very good. That 2U we didn't get punished for it, but that was another one of those. That was another one of those wishful 2Us, right? That was not a very good 2U. This is just the wrong. We should have definitely 6P here for the anti-air. 6P gets you out of the way of the aerial on frame 5, right? But honestly, despite the fact that we still lost that, and that was the end of the set, I am happy to see that. I think that if I had played the corner the way I played it right there the entire set, this may have been a lot closer instead of just a straight 3-0 sweep as soon as he switched an arm. This was significantly more patient, and I was a much bigger fan of how I did it. There was one wishful 2U in there, which was bad. We picked the wrong anti-air option, which wasn't very good. But, you know. And then the one time that we got hit, I think is a totally... It just happens, right? Whenever you... Like, we were kind of walking at each other. and he was in range of my 2U, right? And I hit it thinking it would work, and he just happened to, a couple frames before that, he happened to start up his far H, right? I think that's just how it goes, right? It's a guessing game, and I just was a little wrong on the timing there. But I think that last little bit there was much better, how we played that in the corner. I don't have to just panic and mash on everything, right? So that is auspicious, right? That is good to see. That is a good sign that as the set went on, we did play that better. It's just that it took us too long to get there, and at that point the set was over, right? We immediately committed to a round start Wilnii, I remember too, which was good, right? Instead of backing up and doing it and then dying for it. We committed immediately to one offensive option, and we didn't play the defense quite so panicked, right? So that's good. But we just need to start. We need to do that. That needs to be our baseline, not something we adapt into, right? But it's still good to see. Let's move on to this Suki set here. This is 5 games, so it's a long ass time. We'll just look at the 3 that I lose, because these 2 basically there's some preemptive Brave counter bullshit in here for sure, and that's how Suki ended up making the comeback in this 3rd game. Let's just watch the 3 games that we got reverse swept in here and see what we can see. Yeah, because these Suki games, we did get reverse 3-0'd on a very, very, very close. Like that, this 3rd game was a matter of inches, right? But then after that, Suki took the momentum back and beat my ass for the remaining 2 games. So let's take a look at this and see what we can find. We're reviewing Curry Cup? Yeah, we'll do Dreamland after. And then probably look at some high-level Wilnase. Sure. Wait, I didn't... how did I... What was the round start like here? I didn't look. Fucking... Okay. Jumped and got Nimbus. That's okay. That happens. Few inches. Don't get me fantasizing and salivating. Okay, sure. We can be a lot more flippant with full screen knee in this matchup, certainly, right? This is a character without a meterless DP. So unless she has a 100 meter, we can certainly just throw out a lot more H knees, and it's just going to be significantly harder for her to deal with it, right? Let me just open up my window real quick. Ooh. God damn. I'm gonna fucking take a shower after this. They cranked the heater up something nuts. Jesus. Is JU round start a decent option? I think so. I mean, jumping round start is always scary, right? But JU is annoying as fuck to 2H at the very least. Or at least it's easy to fuck the 2H up on it. And Versuja as a character with a slow 2H as well, right? And no meterless DP. Nimbus is basically the best way to deal with that for sure. And it's a very common Versuja round start option, but the world where we get blown up for that is less likely in this matchup than in a few others anyway. Now, if I remember correctly, I think I keep doing it and eventually do get blown up for it. But as like part of a toolkit, I don't think it's the worst. Wait, how the fuck? How do we get smacked here? What happens? Hello? Replay? It does this sometimes. There you go. Jump, smack. Yep. Knee from long range. Yep. Plus on the spot dodge. Sure. Maybe should have done 2-2L there. Oh, I just Hadron, then I got Nimbus. Okay, cool. Fine. Not respecting Pillar quite as much as I should be. I can 6XL Wilnii. I forgot about that until pretty late into the round. Into the set. That is definitely very important in this matchup. This is fine. Yeah, you can't just immediately smack Wilnii and then not have to worry about it. I don't think I can kill here, can I? Holy shit. Like, you know, I did my best. It is crazy that we lose this set. Sure. Again, knees, throwing out knees is, maybe different routing could have killed, maybe? Yep. Sure. Yeah, medium knee, I mean, you know, I understand, but H knee is generally faster. Assists outside of throw range, sure. With a U skill refund, you'd have it, true. And again, if we can find a way to end it in, like, we had the knee cooldown back. We had saved it and gone like 2-1-4U or something. That is just some very wishful 6-6-Ling right there was the problem, right? Very wishful 6-6-Ling. Okay. Overhead, sure. This is all well and good. Yar. Bad challenge on plus frames there, and then yeah, that was just timing. But yeah, challenging on the plus frames after the 5U there was not a good idea. The 5U follow up to Nimbus anyway. Okay. Sure. Just, you know, poorly spaced. Fine. There you go. I remember that I could 6-6L that. Fine. We lose this from here. Isn't this nuts? Could I have killed him right here? We lose this this round. Can I seriously not kill here? Oh, I don't have another Raging Chain in me. I should have done a different... Yeah. I should have done the Raging Strike later. I should have done just Raging Strike there. Then caught, then did Raging Strike, Raging Chain. Yeah. I didn't have to do Raging... I didn't have to do the first Raging Chain to continue the combo there. We could have just done Raging Strike. Oh, man. Yeah, because that kills then, if we do that. And then from here, I preemptively Brave counter. Look at this. Look, we lose this round. Because here, Suki runs at me, and instead of, like, delay teching with 2L or something, which would just instantly won me the round, right? I preemptively Brave counter here. Ask me why. If I had 2L'd or thrown here, he dies instantly. But instead, I Raging I mean, I don't know what to tell you, right? I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I was looking for a chip. Probably, if to be the most generous to myself that I can be, I imagine that I was looking to Brave counter him here to set up like a nearly guaranteed chip situation, right? Would be my guess. But like, nah, man. Preemptive Brave counter? When has preemptive Brave counter been helpful for you? Oh, never. It's entirely a bad habit, right? It has only ever been a bad habit. It is my #1 bad habit, probably. It's not something that I do intentionally. It's something that I just do, and usually it doesn't get me killed this much, right? But it's never good, right? It's never good. My God, hello Brickolas. What's been the premier highlight so far? Probably what you're watching right now. Me throwing away the least losable round you've ever seen. Run up rolls about as unpredictable as you can get. Yeah, true, I guess. But like, what does preemptive Brave counter beat here? You know what I mean? I'm not even saying that I should have seen run up roll coming. It's just like, you know, what does not Brave counting reactively do for you ever? I'm not like, I agree that run up roll here was a very clutch choice by Suki, but like, run up roll's about dodging DP, pretty much. Then being passive on offense, I guess. Right? Preemptive Brave counter beats your mental? Yeah, like just 2L, like just delay to, even if I wanted to be passive, I could just 2L, right? 2L or throw. I don't die to this, by the way, but we do then. I get a little antsy here. And I immediately 2-2U, despite the fact that I can see her starting this up. Yeah. Woo! I mean, not much to say there, right? Obviously, if I've been trying to fix my preemptive Brave counter habit for a very long time. Yeah, if
Beneath a shroud of ashes.
If I needed more evidence to try and really drill it out of my brain than this, I don't know, man. That is like the least losable round you've ever fucking seen. Maybe talking on my rear, but it might have happened during your all characters master climbs. Taking back the initiative almost always works. It's been a problem since before the Versuja patch, brother. I think it was just when I was trying to get it in my head when I was newer to the game to Brave counter more. I just defaulted to it a lot of the time on defense before I even saw something Brave counterable, and it generally tended to work for a long time, right? And then it's just become ingrained as a habit, and it doesn't show up as often anymore. But when when I'm like a little nervous, or where I'm just either nervous or, in that case, overconfident, right? Whenever you autopilot. When you get scared, you autopilot. When you're too confident, you autopilot, right? In that case, I was like, there's literally no way I can lose this round. I'm just going to do, like, whatever comes to mind and it'll work, right? And, no, there's a way I can lose that round, for sure. Right, that's why the VOD that I put this up with, I called the price of overconfidence. This very much was like, we had just won the last 2 games. We won the round before this. This round's looking really good. I'm like, I've won. I turned off the RAM, you know? I was like, we don't need to think about this anymore. Like, as soon as I got that last hit, I was like, it's over. It's wrapped up. And it absolutely was not, as you can see by me getting reverse 3-0'd right here. Let's put that behind us, though, because that really is just, don't be overconfident. And even in your autopilot, try to remove preemptive Brave counter. Right, do some work on that. But let's now put this behind us and see how everything falls apart here. That's good. Out. Short. Overhead. Bonk. Weird combo. Probably should have gone into the 50-50 there, but sure. Not very good routing insofar as maintaining our pressure. But you know, we're still doing decent here. Yeah. Wilnii, if I remember correctly, does terrorize me in the corner a little bit. Too fast. What's a good way to break those kinds of bad habits? Muscle memory, I've been doing something similar where I keep not confirming off Percy far M, which costs me so much damage. In my experience, you have to hyper fixate on it until, like, you have to put a lot of active mental energy into not doing it until that becomes more of that becomes the habit, is not doing it. In the meantime, everything else about your game is going to get worse, right? Because you're, like, put a disproportionate amount of mental energy into not doing it. Exactly, yeah. Metian's saying the same thing, right? Put a disproportionate amount of mental energy into not doing it. Or, in your case, put a disproportionate amount of mental energy into make sure you hit confirm the far end. Everything else is going to get worse. You're going to be worse at anti-air, you're going to be worse on defense, you're going to be worse on offense, you're going to be worse at neutral. Everything else about your game will get worse while you're doing that. But the whole point of it is put a ridiculous amount of active thought into it until that becomes habit. It'll usually be, I mean, depending on how ingrained the habit is, it might take a play session, 2, 3, who knows. But it's also incremental progress, right? It's not all or nothing. You'll find yourself doing it less often, or, you know, if it's something you want to do, doing it more often, the more time you spend hyper-fixated on it. So I really have to just get in and just make sure to only Brave counter on reaction to things, for example. Right. A super big defensive habit problem where I rotated options linearly and used them immediately when pressured. Yep. Okay, sure. That was also really bad confirm. Raging Strike would have just won us the game there. I'm definitely a little shaken, but so far, it's just been, bad combo routing and confirms. But I feel like it's not, it's not normally my problem, right? Dude, I got a fucking lifeline, too. That's crazy. I UDP'd it, got blocked, and it didn't get punished. I had a lifeline and a half. Didn't spot dodge that, sure. Yep. Hadron chip boot. I had to seal DP and BC in matches to get over it, yeah. Plot armor type shit, and yet I threw it all away. Wilnases did his best to not let me lose, but my badness was more than his brokenness. Okay. It's fine, honestly. Like, normally I would say don't H and E from full screen, but, like, what's Versuja gonna do about it? Nice. I mean, this is good so far. Yeah. I mashed after he blocked my overhead? Yeah, no, I would not recommend that generally. Okay. I'm looking back at this. I'm like, how did I lose this, actually? Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, I remember. That's how I lose this. I did this a bunch. I did 2-2H in the corner like this. I don't know why, but I just randomly did this a lot in this set. Yeah. And Suki knows it's throw punishable, because of course he does. What the hell? Oh my. That 6-speed destroy U-ball is pretty good. Yeah, it is very nice for Wilnii in this matchup. Yeah, and then just a little bit of wishful thinking on that range. Again, bailed out. I didn't die there. What is he? I'm just 2Uing over and over? Okay. I mashed after my BC got blocked. Yeah, okay. I'm not... Okay. I think I was very overconfident. The problem with this round, as expected, I wonder if Wilnii after 6P'ing Wilnii is the right call. I think depending on how early you do it, it might actually be like a punish. Generally, it's probably better to H-knee or something because she'll be minus enough. She won't be able to like do something about it. But it's probably not a punish most of the time. It is something to lab though. Probably H-knee is better than you. But yeah, I think I was just incredibly overconfident in that one round. I got fucking anime comebacked on, and now I'm just, I mean, the things I'm doing that are wrong are like, it's not really worth analysis. I'm mashing on minus frames. I'm doing throw punishable moves in the corner, like 2-2H and shit like that, right? I'm not sure. We'll keep looking and see if there's anything, you know, more interesting to glean here. But I think I'm doing like really bad combo conversions. I mean, what the fuck was that? I think I'm just rattled now, right? This is something that's also important, but I think this only comes with experience, right? Like, obviously, if you want to be a high-level competitor, you can't, even when you make a mistake, you have to be able to stay calm and not let it affect you. You have to put the previous game behind you. I obviously am not doing that here, but I think this can only come with being in that situation a lot of the time, right? This is not something you can think your way into. You have to have just been there before, and this is one of the first times that this is the first time I've gotten, I mean, this is the first to 3 bracket I've played, and this is the first time I've gotten reverse 3-0'd, I think, in a tournament. Yes, I think this is the first, like, this is the most, this may be the first time in bracket that I've completely thrown a set away like this, right? So I think this is just, you hate to see it happen, but I think it's a canon event. I have to watch myself like the guy from Interstellar, you know? But no! But like, it's just what it is, right? I don't think I can think about how to not do this. I think it just has to happen to me a bunch, and then I get more mentally tough. Because right now, my mental is just not there. That 1 HP comeback kind of shook you, I think. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But I think you can't just say, well, I'm just not going to let those shake me from now on. I think it's the only thing. It just comes from experience, right? To not get rattled by that, you just have to have gotten rattled by it a lot. Yeah, like spot dodging Wilnii is something that I know is not right, and I know I have a better option in Wilnase 6P, right? But I think you can't think your way into not getting rattled. The only way to not get rattled in these situations is to experience them and just have gotten rattled a bunch before. And now you have, like, the mental calluses to be able to remain focused in these kind of situations, you know? So there's not really too much we can analyze here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that is more interesting that we've done wrong here that isn't just doing the worst possible thing in every situation because I'm scared. Yeah, don't respect reaction super, right? All my bad. I think it's even more... The rattling compounds, right? I'm rattled because I made one big mistake. So I'm going to make a lot of other mistakes, and a lot of those mistakes are things that I know I shouldn't do. I explicitly recall when I spot dodged that Wilnii going, you don't spot dodge that. And I do the Wilnii and I get reaction supered, and that's something that I've been trying to work on, right? I've been trying to, respect... I've been trying to respect reaction supers in these situations, because, like, it's something that loses me a lot of games where I'll do a reaction check when someone has 100 meter and then I lose because of it. And I've been trying to work on that, and I mentioned it last week, and then I do it here, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to do that. And it spirals, right? I think it takes a level of mental toughness that only comes from getting your hands dirty to get out of this, and I just didn't have it today, right? Like, on this day, I just didn't have it.
Beneath a shroud of ashes.
You can, like, visually feel the momentum shifting into Suki's favor, right? Like, at this point, the set's even. It's 2-2. Right, one more game and I win, but something tells me that when we watch this third game, it's not gonna feel that way. It's not gonna feel like I'm playing like technically what Suki just did is he just did a lot of work to make things even. He did a lot of work just to make it so that I wasn't hugely ahead of him in this set. All that happens now is we just go back to game 1. But something tells me it's not gonna feel that way when we watch how I'm playing. Rick versus Suki equals mom and dad fighting. Ow. Short. It's not bad. Okay. That's so far this is fine. Didn't you hate John here? I think that's maybe valid because he puts him in the corner. I think that's okay. Ooh, I spot dodged Wilnii again. The set doesn't feel like Suki making a huge adaptation to bring it around. No, I mean, Suki is staying solid. Like, he's not going, oh my god, I want to make the comeback. Like, he's doing the same thing he's doing the whole set, basically. But I am just crumbling, essentially, right? He made one very, very clutch decision in the moment, which is very good. Then he capitalized on it, and he's not letting it slip. But this is mostly just me freaking out, I think, right? Not to take anything away from Suki, by the way, right? It is hard to be down 2-0 and still play solid. Like, the thing that he did that's impressive here is not get worse as he lost, right? He lost game 1 and 2. I think it was relatively commanding from us, our wins in game 1 and 2. And he didn't let that rattle him, right? He still stayed as solid as he was in the first game. So that's still very impressive. But I think this was very much my set to lose, and I just lost it, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that is either, right? I don't know what that is either. Sure, this is relatively fine. Back throw, sure. Fine. Doing a lot of overhead, man. Yeah, I'm just doing the same, like, doing a lot of overhead. I forgot that I could 6P that for a while. Jump scared by Lariat, sure. Yep, at least I didn't mash after my BC got blocked there. That's just punishable. Ooh, I should have died right there. Okay, yeah, Wilnii is faster than you and Itia there, generally, so. All things being equal, it's pretty good for us. Yeah. Again, panicking, right? I want to chip him out. I want to get the kill. But, like, again, he's the one in the desperate situation there. He's in the corner on chip, right? I just really wanted to get him dead. As a result, I commit too early and get smacked out by the Lariat. It reeks of panic. I think I said to myself before the start of this game, let's not get reverse 3-0'd. Which, like, I don't know, man. You have to be there, but, like, that has got to be the fucking death knell, right? Like, once you start contextualizing it like that, you're already defeated, I think. Right? Like, it's hard to put it into words, but you can't think of it like that. You have to take it on a game-by-game basis. Once I start thinking of it as, like, an event that is going to happen to me, and that's, like, embarrassing to get reverse 3-0'd in bracket, you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're not actually playing the game.
I see futile.
Sure. You psych yourself out? Exactly. Setting yourself up for failure? Yeah. Thinking about the reverse 3-0 means it's over? Exactly. That's what I was doing here. I was like, I don't want to get reverse 3-0. I mean, kudos to myself. I was trying to 6P anti-air more. I am glad to see that, right? Fucked up the conversion after. But, you know, nice to see that even in my, like, most... oh, fuck. Nice to see that even in my most doubtful moment... Let's start that from round 2. Even in my most doubtful moment, that 6P anti-air is trying to creep in and become habit. I am glad to see that. Also, hello, Brick. Hello, Ash. Let's go back here. Wait, I said play from round 2, man. Beat up till we get to back where we were there. Ow. Yeah. Here we go. This is where we were. Yeah, that's good. I am happy to see that. Fucked up the conversion, but I am happy to see that. Okay. Nice. Yeah, H and E there are probably better, generally. I mean, what can you say, right? What do you mean? There's no defending that. That is just a horrible option to do. Ow. There we go, let's just relax and it helps. Yeah. Yep, and that's the seal. That's the seal, right? Spot dodging the U and Itia, and that Wilnase face. That's me, bro. That's me. Yeah, I mean, even if you want to say like, oh, you know, well, one of Versus' U skills you spot dodge on blue, one of the other ones you don't. You can roll. I think both of them, maybe. But either way, the problem there is the 2-2-H in the corner, right? Suki never even gets the chance to do that if I don't just give him a throw punish for free. I think it's... I don't think that I learned too much more from watching this than I felt in the moment, but it is still just... I think it's good to force yourself to take another look at it and really grind it in, right? I think it's important that this was a set that was lost to overconfidence, right? Because again, not having the mental toughness to come back from this game, I think I can forgive myself for. I just don't have enough experience competing. I can't expect that out of myself. What I can expect out of myself is not assuming the set is over until it's over, right? That I can be mad about myself for. Game 2 and 3 here, or game 4 and 5, I guess. Game 4 and 5, you know, I completely crumbled mentally. That's okay, right? That'll come with time. Game 3, I can be mad about myself. Or I can be mad at myself for, right? Preemptive Brave counter is a habit that I have been working on getting rid of for a long time now, and I am a lot better at not doing it. It only comes out nowadays in 2 scenarios. Either I'm scared and panicking, or I'm autopiloting because I think it doesn't, you know, I think I'm fighting someone worse than me or something like that, or like, in this case, I think the set's over anyway. I should never have gotten to that mental state in the first place of like, he's dead. Who cares? Until it says 3-0 and I'm reporting it in start.gg, we have to stay locked in, yeah? It happens to everyone. I've lost too many games I would have won by chip because I focused too hard on trying to chip. Yeah. But I think that is really, really the major takeaway here. Because even going, preemptive Brave counter is a bad habit, that's not the source of the problem. I think it's really important in these replay reviews, don't go after symptoms, right? Go after root causes. Preemptive Brave counter there, it's not a good thing to do, certainly, but it's a symptom. The fact that, like, I know myself well enough and I know how I play, that is a symptom of thinking that I've already won. That's our root cause. Is a fuck-ass mindset that, honestly, we deserve to lose, right? We deserve to lose, and it felt terrible in the moment, and it feels bad looking back on it. But this is why we have these emotions. The point of, like, the shame and the guilt is to make it stick in your head. I don't know about you guys, but I have never learned an important life lesson the easy way. To the great chagrin of my mother, of my older brother, I have never learned a life lesson any way other than hurting myself or someone else by doing the wrong thing and then being like, oh, okay, gotcha. Now, okay, my bad. I won't do that again. I can never just be told, hey, don't do this, right? It's bad. I can never just take it at someone at their word like that. I gotta go fuck some shit up, and then I'll learn my lesson. So maybe, hey, even the overconfidence, I talk about, you know, the mental toughness to come back from a mistake like that, that just comes through experience. Sure. Maybe I have to learn that too, right? Maybe I have to, maybe the perils of overconfidence, maybe I really just need to have that painful experience of losing a set that, I mean, no offense to Suki, not that I'm like 100 times better than him or anything like that, just that the way that set was going, we absolutely, be careful with that word should, right? But when I say should here, I don't mean that should and that like I'm better. I mean should in that if I was playing and giving it the attention it deserved, we absolutely should have won that set, right? But we didn't. All right. I had a similar experience a few weeks ago in Curry Cup where I lost a set I thought I'd won. I like to think I've learned my lesson from there. Yeah. I mean, this will be a big part of learning the lesson for me. Yeah. The momentum of the set was in your favor. Greatly so. Right. Is any part of it being less mentally used to 3 out of 5 checking out early? Honestly, it might be. It might be. This is my first time being that deep in a bracket. Being that deep in, like, I don't usually go deep enough in normal weeklies where they become first to 3. I don't get to top 8 and shit, right? So I'm mostly used to my tournament sets being first to 2s. So it very much could be a matter of, you know, 3 games in. I had checked out a little bit, but what weekly was it? Curry Cup, but they're running a first to 3 edition. I'm not sure if he'll keep it up. Honestly, I like it, but it does also make it take more time. So. Relatable, unfortunately, as a fellow hard-way learner. Yeah. Okay, now we go to Dreamland, where I think we lost a set to Rose Lockhart and then a set to Mitian on the Charlotta. This is all ranked play. Here we go. Storm. And then, yeah, this is our set. This is our set right here with Rose Lockhart. Let's see. Who's playing on Beatrix. I remember I got jump scared here because I was like, aren't you a Lancelot? Broken ass Beatrix, indeed. I was happy that week was first to 3 as I got to learn more from people I fought than normal. Yeah. Did Twitch just run 2 ad breaks back to back, or is that me? Am I crazy? Is it allowed to do that? Hold on, let's wait out the ad break. Can it do that? Maybe I didn't read the notifications up top properly, but I swear to God, this motherfucker just ran a minute and a half of ads, followed by a minute and a half of ads. That seems like it should be illegal. You know what? while we're waiting on people to come back from the ads, let's do a quick Dayquil re-up. Oh, I'm out, man. It's fucking... I probably don't even have a full cap full. It's okay. The cough has gotten a lot better. Hopefully, this is the last... bit I'll need. My cough's a lot better. And I am generally not feeling quite as sick. Oh, that is not very much at all, bro. Oh, well. Rose Lockhart 3-0'd me with Lance in top 8. Okay, so they are still rocking it. Gotcha. They might have just been trying out the Beatrix in the earlier parts of the bracket. That makes sense. Arrest Brick for ads? Listen, bro, I tell them to run it automatically how they want, and I guess they want a lot of them. Oh, man. Just clear out the cap with some water. I've been practicing with VR Close M since our set on Saturday. Might be recency bias, but this button really feels like the second or third best normal at least. I mean, Close M, VR Close M is very good. Arrest Brick for paywall content. God forbid I try to make a living. Which is a big meanie? Yeah, exactly. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at Jeff Bezos. Alright. Let's see what this set looks like here. I don't remember very much about this one at all. Okay. Oh, I think I remember there was a hit confirm I missed here that would have won me a game. And I felt sad about that. But I don't remember much else. Okay, so that's just not a good idea. That's just punishable, right? I don't get punished for that, but that is totally -8 on block. And I absolutely could have just gotten far L'd or 2M'd or something for that. Bad idea. Even though we didn't get punished for it, doesn't mean it's no good. I think Twitch Prime is bugged for Brick's channel, where if you try to use it, it doesn't work. Wait, really? I had some people subscribe with Prime. Maybe it's a good thing to. Maybe we need a couple of people to try here, just in case, you know. Make sure that Bezos isn't trying to take my money from. It's hard to say. Might be a setting I have to change somewhere. I need some hands-on testing though, just to ensure. 6P anti-air would have been very good there too. Yeah, I mean, maybe like 2 or 3 people. Yeah, maybe like 6 or 7 people. Maybe like billions must Prime. Thoughts? Character with a meterless DP though. That is you can't do the same shenanigans you were doing versus Versuja. You gotta be careful. I like that. I got a DP more, by the way. I got a DP more, certainly. I just don't do that shit at all. And you know what? It's good. It's good. Both defensively DPing like that, like out of pressure, and then also doing it to like stop neutral skips and shit. Oh, okay. Shimmy Neutron happens, I guess. Ow, ow, ow. Sure. Command grab, such as the way of the Beatrix. That's, you know, not bad. Do we fuck up this conversion? Yeah, we do. Oh, big time. Why give Beatrix all this space? That's weird. What? Like, backing up to, like, Hadron range is one thing. I got to Hadron range and then backdash. What the fuck was that about? Yeah, I don't remember doing that. I don't think that's too good, man. I think I just gave up my offense for free. And now we're back in neutral, and bad things are gonna happen to me. I mean, not immediately punished for it, but that was really bad, I think. Okay, not punished for it, but what the fuck? Would not recommend doing that. What if I just let Beatrix out of the corner for free? Thoughts? JU, neutral jump JU. I do like that. A little harder to blow up. Okay. Got beaten on timing there. It happened. Strategic misstep. Yeah, fully intentional raging strike anti-air, as the kids say. I really gotta. I lab this out every month, and I always forget. If with a spaced Thunderbirds, I mean, I could DP it, right? Number one, right there. I can absolutely just DP that on reaction, and it'll work pretty gangbusters. But outside of that, I think you can't roll it if it's spaced like that. I don't think, unless you roll it really early. But I'm pretty sure if I spot dodge it, I'm plus, like on most reasonable timings of reaction. I always fucking forget how to deal with Thunderbird. If she's point blank to you, you can roll it, side swapper, and B plus. Okay, sure. I was plus after that far L. I just kind of chose to do nothing after it. That was interesting. If you get her to block a far L, you might as well convert that into something, right? Whether it was a frame trap with something else, or maybe I, like, couldn't cancel it to knee or something. Yeah, and then I just got caught trying to 2U by far H. Okay. The 6P work there? It can. It can. Thunderbird will hit low enough to catch the low profile, though, right? So you gotta do it relatively early. But 6P could work there. DP is probably my safest answer in general. When you're playing these tournament sets, is chat distracting you, preventing you from completely focusing on the game? I don't think so. I tend to yap and explain what I'm doing and all of that, and maybe I would do better if I wasn't streaming, but I don't think it's a meaningful difference. I think at this point, I've been doing it for long enough that I don't think that... I think I just have a dual-core processor a bit, you know? I don't think that talking is making me play worse. Like, okay, how do I say this? Obviously, some amount of my attention is going to talking. But I think in a weird way, the fact that I'm actively trying to analyze how I play as I'm playing, it compensates for that by making me play a little bit more actively sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to play in a way that I can explain to people, it forces me to think about what I'm doing first so that I can then explain why I did it to the people watching, you know? So I don't think it's necessarily a chat problem. It would be interesting to, like, join one of these completely offline and see if it makes a difference, but also I did not pay attention to this round whatsoever so far. Yeah, I just wasn't ready for this clash. I don't think either of us were ready for this clash, to be fair. I should have thrown here for sure, not medium knee, but okay, this is a weird situation. That's okay. Yeah, I think this is something that I didn't really think about until I looked at these replays, but I think I should block string people into H-knee a little bit more often. Like, this is okay, right, going into Hadron here. No, you should have EX-DP'd. That's true, I guess. Why wouldn't I medium DP? Why EX in particular? Why do you say EX in particular there? Is it just better Oki? That's a good point. I don't think about DPing to make sure you win. Does medium DP lose to anything? Would it lose to an EX DP, I guess? Or do they have more invuln or some shit? That is a good point. I don't know. Interesting. That is a good point, though. You're right, actually. All of my, like... I'm not a Wilnase player. Gotcha. All of my Grand Blue fundamentals were learned on Ladiva, who doesn't have a meterless DP. So for a lot of these cases, I just don't think about DP as an option there. How do I beat Thunderbird? I could have DP'd there. What do I do in that clash? I could have DP'd there. Right? I talk a lot about how I don't really DP at all. It's because you know, my first 1,000 hours in this game were all spent on a character who didn't have a meterless DP. Ow. But yeah, I think in those cases, instead of going far H into light Hadron there, yeah, it's safe generally if it's spaced out properly. It does some good chip. I think I can probably go into HDP there. And just to maybe maintain some plus frames, right? Yeah, it can be DP'd, right? But it's not gonna be reactable. You're gonna have to, like, you're gonna have to fucking guess on that one. That's gonna be like 16 frames or something between that far H hitting and that EX knee hitting, right? Because instead, I get them to block a button, and I don't really get very much out of it. Of course, that knee cooldown is quite important for Wilnase, but I mean, I think that's a reasonable place to spend it. I learned fighting games through characters with no reversals. Took a while to not just block everything. Yeah. Okay, command grab is fine. What was that? Did I 5U there? Oh, 6-6M. Okay. I see. I see what I was trying to do. I understand. It's a misunderstanding of the character I'm fighting, right? If you wanted to use some kind of, what does 6-6M cover here? Any crouching button. It would go over its counter hit and get me a combo, right? But the thing about it is it just completely misunderstands the character I'm fighting here. Do you notice the button that got pressed by Beatrix here? Far H. This is the button she's going to press after command grab 99% of the time. Right? 6-6, like, Beatrix has no incentive to do a crouching button here, ever, basically. Beatrix has very little incentive to ever hit any button besides far H in the Grand Blue Zone, almost ever. So, this isn't a horrible idea. It's risky, right? It is risky, but I think it's I think I know why I did this. This isn't a horrible idea in a vacuum, but against Beatrix in that post-command grab situation, it's a horrible idea. This will lose almost all of the time. 6XM, if you don't know, has a high profile. Wilnase jumps up. It's a pretty high profile too. Pretty much any crouching button, even a lot of the ones that hit mid, will just completely, like Catalina 2M or something, I think completely whiffs under it, right? And on counter, he gets a full combo. So I would have gotten the side swap, would have gotten all that brazy stuff. And a lot of characters post throw tech will do some kind of crouching button a lot of the times. But again, it's a horrible idea versus Beatrix here. And in general, is a risky idea anyway, right? So there's a good argument to say that I probably shouldn't be a go-to like that, but it isn't. I mean, this is the first time I've tried to do it here. It was something I was trying to do as like a switch up. But again, it's not a good idea to do against Beatrix basically ever. All right, sure. I like the DP. Get your safe jump, king. Okay, sure. That is not a safe jump, but, you know, I got away with it, I guess. Is this where I missed the hit confirm that wins me the game? I think so. I remember there being a hit confirm that just would have won me the game that I missed here. That was punishable, by the way. That, maybe not by Beatrix, actually, now that I think about it, because their mediums are kind of ass. That Hadron is punishable by, like, Gran or Percy or Catalina or something, for sure. Maybe not Beatrix. This is quite bad. I might just die to chip here. Oh, yeah, no, this is not the hit confirm that I missed. I just died to chip here. Honestly, brother, in this situation, why wouldn't I just rip a fucking super, right? Like, I spot dodge here to avoid a DP or something. I think a better, like, generally, why not just rip SSBA here? If I'm wrong, I die anyway. But SSBA is the only option here where if I'm right, I win. Right? Spot dodge gives me basically no chance, like, unless they run up and DP me, I guess. But spot dodge gives me basically no chance to win here. I might as well have ripped reaction super. And I think I didn't notice that I had 100 because I built it by blocking the U Thunderbird. That is probably one of those cases where it's better off just, you're better off just swinging for the fences. When you're on chip like that, I mean, you're probably going to die anyway. So you might as well do something that, at least if you're right, you win. Yeah, okay, I mean, lots of little mistakes, I think, compounding on that, right? Some misunderstanding of how Beatrix plays her shit, right? Some amount of, I mean, just completely giving up our offense. I'm not so sure that was great, but that was not, we didn't get, like, crushed there. I think, yeah, it's just small mistakes and a lack of commitment on options to an extent. Okay. Sure. Winner, winner, donut dinner. Yeah, yeah. I break those out. Sure. Could have definitely gotten more damage there. Ooh, oh, she was dead like 3 times. Okay. Interesting.
Very good odds that this person is incredibly smart and attractive.
Rex Lemg. Apologies if that's not how you say your name, but I appreciate it. Wilnase is a Grand Blue Zone character, right? So I gotta get a little bit more comfortable with converting off of my far H's and things like this. It's pretty bad if we just can't do that. It's kind of what, like, the character is going to, his whole plan is to catch you doing some shit with, like, a stray far M, far H, 2U, something like that. No problem. I don't even know how to pronounce it myself. No, that's fair. That's fair. Rex Lemg. Also Chobakin. So, wait, that's a little Corbo. Wait, got murdered while I wasn't looking. Oh, is this, did I just get clocked here? Wait, hold up. Let's play this from the start because I looked at the Kirby emotes and I got distracted. Aw, those are very cute. Yeah, that was. I mean, when you have hits like this, I was trying to go into camera, Oki, but you do have to delay that a little bit, right? That is a mistake that I find myself making often. When they're already airborne like that, you can wait a little bit after the knee to get your close H or your close M. In this case, you can and should wait, so they're not too high like that. But yeah, like this.
Grabbed, comma.
I mean, nerd. In this case, I don't really have. It's not camera. Okay, that's an American reset. True, real and true. Also, hello, Chobikins. Thank you for the follow. In this situation, I don't really have a better way to combo here than just doing Raging Strike. But I don't know, man. Have you tried Raging Striking? Why not, man? Why not? Would have been I don't think we could have killed them from here with Raging Strike, but we could have gotten to a point where like throw kills them, right? Yeah, I mean this was definitely dead, right? This shit was far H 2-2H death, easy and free. That was also dead. So I mean this is bad, right? There's a lot of just when in doubt, Raging Strike converts, right? Any of those have converted into Raging Strike. I mean, the second or third one would have won us the round instantly, and the first one would have put us in a great situation. I missed how I got hit again. My Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. I'll bet. I'm so locked in on how I'm missing the conversions. I don't actually notice how I get smacked here. Yeah. Okay, we're getting back in there. All right. TikTok, yes. Oh, I just get okay. Yeah, I just fail. I believe I actually did intend to 6P here, and I got far L. Yeah. That's just a miss. Okay, that's fine. I was, I far L and whiff. That was me trying to 6P. That's fine. And then we got clocked from there. That's okay. But yeah, this round, by the way, should have been over twice, right? We should not be playing this round right now. That's good. Nice. Don't miss the conversion either. Yeah, that round already should have been over. Keep it simple, indeed. Mashed on, wake up. Not sure exactly why, but I did. Maybe I was scared of the command grab, the Beatrix mind control, right, as it were. Yeah, and this is something that happens to me a lot. In these situations, okay, so it's hard, right? Counter hit 2U is a medium knee conversion. I can side swap off of that if I want. Or I can at least get way more damage and better Oki. But the more realistic thing that I can expect from myself, probably, than counter hit confirming 2U right now, is just a 2U into nothing. Because 2U into nothing there is a super jump side swap, basically. I need to practice chasing backdash when I'm knocked down more. Yeah. Ow. I need to backdash in mid-screen more in general, honestly. Yeah, sure. Lazy to do that against a character with a meterless reversal. Overhead, fine. Not the worst thing, I don't think. Ow. So did she have 100? I don't think she had 100 quite when I did that. If she did, that was a bad idea. That was bad. Again, reaction super. We didn't get punished for it, but throwing out reaction checks like that, I mean, it's not like it wins me the game if it hits even. Right? All I'm doing is opening myself up to getting reaction super there. Bad idea. Oh, yeah. Dude, she was fucking dead. I think. That's you, Hadron. Maybe not. Maybe not dead. We were close enough to the corner. That could have been like close H knee into close H Raging Strike into death, I think. But maybe not. At the very least, I convert that into... I mean, here she was dead for sure. This isn't even close. Right? Oh, man. Yeah, this was a set that... Yeah, this was a set lost by and large, I think, to bad hit confirming. Because I should not be getting hit by... I'm dead here, but she was dead twice, I think. At the very least, she was dead once. Ow. Just curious, how do your coaching streams work? We do them, I guess, once a month now, right? It was yesterday. People hop in a room, and they get on VC, and essentially they play a first to three with someone from the community who's like, we call the bouncer, and I watch that, and they play a first to three with me, and then we talk about things I think they could do better, and if they have anything in particular that they want to talk about, we talk about it too. But random question: do you ever use 668 as a pressure reset? Not really. I mean, maybe I should do it slightly, especially against characters without meterless DPs. Maybe I should do it slightly more often. But I think it is, I mean, that one is so reactable that it can be mashed on a lot of the time, too. But in general, yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of 668. Love bouncing on it. Yeah, bouncing and moaning on it. That worked, apparently. I mean, this is just a bit of spaghetti. I will say, 2-2 in general, not bad to probably throw out a bunch in neutral here because it does beat Riding Free. All versions of the 2-2 series, right? Not bad. Sure. This has been good so far. How do you lose this? What? I backdash and people jump at me a lot. I don't know why. I noticed it happened earlier too. What do you mean I didn't anti-air that? Huh? Not even with like a DP? Not even with like a 6P? Huh? I mean, that'll do it. Huh? That happened earlier in the Curry Cup run too, where someone super jumped at me out of the corner and I backdashed twice. I think I'm worried about... I think I know what it is. I think I'm worried about getting crossed up by the super jump and them, like, them getting out of the corner for it. But, like, I don't know, man. Have you tried killing them instead? I mean, hell, even if I just, like, jump up there and, like, if I jump back JM, if I'm really worried about super jump cross up, this is probably something more practical. If I'm really worried about getting crossed up by the super jump, right, which can be a little ambiguous sometimes, if I should jump back and do, like, JL, or in Wilnases' case, Jam's a very good air-to-air too, right? At the very least, then I can kind of hold that space a little better. Backdashing like that, it doesn't do shit, man. It don't do shit. All it does is leave me minus. And now we're here, yeah. And then I just got space. I was a little too wishful on the range of one of my moves. Yeah, I mean, that is just lost straight up to not anti-airing, right? Yeah, jump back JL is probably fine there. Oof. Yeah, so terrible. Oh, Edlin, thank you for the raids. Hello, hello, hello. That is it. Like, yeah, this terrible hit confirms and no anti-air, right? Backdashing as your anti-air to the super jump, I would not call a great idea. Okay, okay, good to know. Can't believe this Beatrix is bullying honest footsies Wilnii. Yeah, and then we get to here, right? So this is the last game from our tournaments this week that we're gonna review before we just go looking around for some higher level Wilnii. This is where Mitian beat my ass. If you're more consistent, you might win those. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if we just anti-air her there, we probably win that too. This is not like a unwinnable game by any means. I mean, none of these that we've seen have been unwinnable. But this was another one of those ones I really did just kind of throw away myself. But yeah, Mitian just beat my ass here. This one, I remember, this is another one like the Dragalia set where I was just like, I don't really know what to do here. Like, it just kind of felt like I lost. So I'm going to be curious to watch this and see if we can actually pick anything meaningful out of it. Because again, this just felt like I lost. How's this matchup? I don't know, honestly. I haven't put a lot of thought into Wilnases' matchups yet. Bad for Charlotta? I can believe that. Okay, sure. Okay. I mean, no confirm there, but not, I mean, a weird hit, I guess, but definitely could have at the very least Hadron there. Charlotta is a character, by the way, where Hadroning her out is actually fine, right? I talked a lot about how we were fighting Narmaya, we were fighting a lot of these characters. We want to stay close to them, but Charlotta is a character where we are kind of playing keep away in this matchup, right? We could DP her wheel. Our buttons are bigger and better than hers, right? So Hadroning her to the other side of the screen is actually totally fine here. Yeah. Ow. Okay. Should be trying to DP that where possible. Okay, medium DP happens. Uh-oh. Stinky. This, I think I do remember this. I got spot dodged a lot here. I think one of the big differences here is using Wilnases' sweeps, his 2-2s in pressure, is pretty good into this, exactly, right? There's a lot of things in Wilnases' kits that you can spot dodge. Hadrons, knees, 2U, right? The 2-2 series, the whole point of it is that it will generally... It recovers fast enough to, at the very least, you can keep your turn, and oftentimes you'll punish people for that straight up, right? Sure. Just a little out of space there. Hit 2U again right there, but just, yeah, off on my expectations there. Thought they were going to stay holding the space. Didn't expect the dash in. Sure. Oh, that was just good, honestly. Interrupting knee with a button like that. No anti-air. Again, 6P would have gone crazy, certainly. This is Craig. Losing a round to Charlotta parry. That's tough. Rare footage of Charlotta parry doing anything. Okay. Yeah, this is book. This is book. At far H, I'm not sure is book. This is a good start to the round for us. Tried to do a manual save jab timing there. Just didn't work out really, sure. Preemptive Brave counter. Put it on the board. It was about sending a message. Yeah. Good old preemptive BC. Yeah, this, so far, it's been a couple of times now. This is something that happened quite a bunch in the Dragalia matchup too, right? People who are a little bit more of knowers, they understand that Wilnus wants to 2U, and they kind of play right around that range. I think I need to be a little bit more aware of this fact, that people are trying to stand at a spacing to make my shit whiff, right? So I have to be a little bit more confident before I throw those buttons out, I think. I usually assume that if I throw it out, it'll hit. Because this is something that Dragalia did, and also something that Mithian did to me, where they just, the 2U would slightly whiff and then I would die for it, 'cause it's exactly what they were looking for. There is also a pretty good argument to make of, do a little bit more nothing. If I, instead of just trying to play the I'm gonna throw out 2U and make it hit game better, why not add other things into the defensive game plan too, right? When the entire thing just becomes about outspacing my 2U, I think it makes it a little one-dimensional. I need to be representing other options on defense besides just 2U into Hadron. I should have stacked these better. Alrighty. And then we go here. Yeah, so far, I think, again, one-dimensional defense is the main problem that I would cite right now. Sure. Maybe it would have been better to use a quicker button there, but this is a timing thing. It happens. 2U into medium knee. Not so sure about that one. Right? I'll probably recommend 2U into H knee if I wanted it. That is going to be significantly less reactable. Right? Ow. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm just going far H into medium knee. What would you do to play around the 2U baiting? Maybe some knee action? I mean, just sitting there and forcing them to actually do something to threaten me is good, right? If they're just being too passive, yeah, basically, knee is Wilnus' substitute for a 6XL. So generally, when someone is playing too passive in the Grand Blue Zone, you as a defender, what you do in this game is you 6XL out at them. H-knee can certainly substitute that for Wilnus. It's a little worse at it, obviously, but it's still going to be usually unreactable at those ranges. So yeah, if someone is, include some more nothing on my defense, and then where possible, throw out a knee, right, if they're being too passive. Sure. Bad conversion, but fine. He's minus there, so no reason to BC, for sure. Just a waste of a Brave point. Yeah, 2-2 a lot better against those preemptive spot dodges. I think I might have been able to throw punish there, but generally 2-2L or 2-2H are better against... well, no, I think you're +2 generally after the 2-2M. So yeah, generally 2-2L or 2-2H are better against spot dodge than 2-2M is, but... It's kind of running away there, which is a little strange. I did that against Rose, too. I don't know, I was in a running away kind of mood right there. I had Beatrix in the corner, and I just ran away to mid-screen. I did the same thing right there, too. It's very odd. It's just bad. What was that? I don't know, man. Sure. That is minus. I guess it's good to challenge after that. Weird. Far H, I guess the idea there is be slightly minus and then do light DP to, trap and crush something. But I guess Far H was too slow. You just, got up into the air, and then I just smacked you out of it. If I'd done a faster button, I might have gotten trapped by that, but it was a weird interaction. That's a lot of damage. Sure, I mean, I couldn't have done 2-2H there, so it was a weird conversion. If the conversion is going to kind of suck, maybe it's better to just not spend the Raging Strike at all there, right? Just do the Hadron and then reset. Oh, you were yeah, it should have died there. That was really bad. Confirm. Okay, but it still ended up working out, I guess. But yeah, some strange conversion choices in the corner there for us. Okay. Preemptive spot dodges again. This is why it's very important in your block strings as Wilnus sometimes to throw out 2-2L and 2-2H, right? 2-2L you can do too. I mean, 2-2L is, if you're just doing it for the block string purpose, 2-2L is better than 2-2H. Mostly because it doesn't use up the cooldown, right? But yeah, it's safe on block. As long as, even in the corner, it's safe on block, where 2-2H in the corner is punishable, right? It's safe on block, and it's like +8 if someone spot dodges on those block strings. So that's something that I just didn't know when I was doing this, but I do know. I do now know. Yes, that was light DP. I tried to punish that like it was medium, right? By close Hing. He's only -4 there. Obviously, MDP here would have beaten anything that I did regardless, but light DP is -4 and unpunishable. Yeah. But even still, close Hing there. I mean, you could far L. Well, not far. Well, no. I guess you couldn't far L. I guess close H is fine there, because it will beat everything else you do besides DP. And DP will beat any of the options I do regardless. Can you light DP immediately after another light DP? In that case, I definitely should have close M'd or far M'd. No? Okay, then yeah, I think close H is actually fine. It's just a matter, it's basically, yeah, it doesn't make a difference. DP will beat everything that I do anyways, and close H will beat anything out of that that isn't DP. So it's actually fine. I tried to side swap under you for that, but yeah, it doesn't always work like that. Depends on the spacing. Sure. Yeah, again, spot dodges, right? When I see someone representing this, I really should be doing more of the 2-2s, but it's knowledge I didn't have. I mean, that's just... I knew that's the punishable one. It was spaced out poorly, right? But I decided to do far L into nothing. Not so sure about that one, right? This is a decent conversion, I suppose. It's fine. Oh! Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was some spaghetti, man. I feel like I probably could have punished that, but I just didn't expect it to whiff. I was more getting ready to block it. Yeah, and then I just... This is a really late throw, actually. That was a really late throw. You could have killed me? Yeah. Okay, I mean, I think a lot of that was, like, bad conversions and things like that, but I think one of the two main things that I can actually take away from this that are practical is, one, more 2-2s and block strings, generally, because it is true that a lot of Wilnas's best tools are vulnerable to preemptive spot dodge. And that comes with its risks inherently, right? But if you don't want to just do nothing and give up your turn to be preemptive spot dodge, you can just throw in 2-2L or 2-2H in your block strings, and that tends to work really well. And the other thing is not being quite so one-dimensional on my defense, right? Don't be afraid to do other things besides just fish for the 2U into U Hadron or the 2U into anything else, right? I think this was like, both of these games are actually relatively close. With those two adaptations, it could have gone either way, I think. Like, certainly there's other little things that I was doing wrong, but multiple interactions I lost off of those two things. So I think those are probably, to not overwhelm myself with things to do differently, those two feel like very, very important here. I think this is something that got me killed very much against Dragalia too. I mean, against Dragalia, I was also just way more panicky on defense, but the idea also of just do more with my defense than just throwing out 2Us, right? And also, if I'm going to throw out 2Us, be more patient with how and when I do it, yeah? The difference between me winning and getting 2-0'd by you is pretty small. Yeah. I can definitely see how that matchup's bad for Charlotta, right? I think Wilnus is... The crazy thing about this character is that... look how bad I behaved till you started winning. Yeah. The crazy thing about this character is that he has the risk-reward of a rushdown character. Absolutely. Like, he does ridiculous damage. But he plays Keep Out surprisingly well, right? Has a meterless DP, has good buttons with good active frames and good range and good conversions out of them, really good mid-screen, etc. So in a matchup like it, for most, the reason that, it usually doesn't come into play that much is that a lot of the cast can either fight Wilnus at that mid-range or actually do the work to keep him out, right? But I think Wilnus is a real nightmare for a lot of these more rushdown style characters. Because then you have to fight a character who has good keep out tools and does more damage than you do, which is usually your kind of one saving grace, right? So I can certainly see, and 6P just being a very good anti-air, as, Charlotta one of her primary strengths is going into the air. If you have a really good way to stop her, both Meadle's DP, though his Meadle's DP is not going to be super useful because of the hitbox on it. It's not like a Siegfried thing. But like 6P, I think is probably really good in this matchup too. But yeah, okay. Small question: if Charlotta LDPs, can you 2L to avoid a potential MHDP with the blind spot? Generally, so you're talking about the fact that Charlotta's DP has no lower hitbox while it's going up like that. I thought it was M and H. I thought it was only U that doesn't have that problem. I thought U was the only one where they extended the hitbox down. But usually you need to be spaced out to the point that it's 2 M's and 2 U's and things like that can do that to Charlotta, right? Like Lowain 2M can do that to Charlotta pretty decently. Not a 2L generally. You need to be far enough away that it's like a 2M or a 2U that has a low profile can do that. 2Ls, you're generally not spaced out far enough to not just have your main body get hit anyway. Maybe time to pick up Vikala for tournament. I don't know, man. Real and true. It is, by the way. I know a lot of people. Forex could be a win-win kind of punish on LDP is more what I mean with it. Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean, but generally, you know, if Charlotta gets her LDP blocked, it's just it's bad. Like, it is generally bad RPS for her. Her options are basically DP on her minus frames or lose her turn, right? I don't think it's something you have to be too worried about. If you're on chip, then sure, right? It gets to be a scary situation. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. Light DP is generally more threatening as, like, a tool to crush you. When she's slightly not minus. But the post-light DP block situation is not particularly scary. I was saying something and now I forgot. Oh, yeah. It is crazy, by the way. Like, I know that Dragalia, Vikala is not like his main character or anything like that. But like, it is, you could really feel the difference. This was an easy game. This game that we beat, like, he was outplaying me and he lost by a lot. Right? You could really, like, I usually, like, I talk about most characters in this game, even the ones that I think are not very good. Are totally, like, they're still workable and they can still totally win and stuff like that. But, I don't know, man. Maybe Vikala is, maybe Nier is a tier above Vikala. I don't know. Right? Vikala just loses. Like, she really might be alone down there. Right? Nier certainly has a lot of problems. Right? Nier is very weak. Nier is definitely the second worst character in the game, I think. But, like, fighting a Vikala like this in tournament, Nier doesn't feel, maybe it's just a good matchup for Wilnii. I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't expect so. Right? But, like, it just feels so effortless to kill Vikala most of the time. You know? It's tough. It's very tough. You did also lose to a Nier, so maybe. Yeah. I do think that most of the time, a lot of the times that I lose to Nier is from just, like, generally a lack of respecting her, right? Vikala should win this matchup if she's doing properly. Yeah, like, I assume this is a winning matchup for Vikala, but it's just like, what does that even mean, you know? I don't know. Maybe Dragalia was just fucking around, so maybe it's not, it's a sample size of 1. Maybe it's not something to really take seriously, but, like, it just felt, you know, it just felt like you're fucking playing Fire Emblem or something, and you just run into, like, you are a fucking, you're a sword unit, and you're fighting, is it swords beat, I don't remember the Fire Emblem triangle well enough. Axes beat spears, and swords beat axes, or something like that? Or is it the other way around? Swords beat axes? Axes beat spears. Correct? Wait, I said multiple different things. Can you type out the correct one for me? Because I forget my Fire Emblem triangle. Sorry, Radin Doors. Yeah. Swords beat axes. Gotcha. Yeah, so it's like, you're like a sword unit, and you're swinging an axe unit, but you're like level 5, and they're level 30. So even though you have the type matchup, it just says no damage, right? It just says no damage when you hit them. That's kind of what it felt. It just felt like I outstatted this character to a ridiculous degree, right? It didn't matter. It didn't matter. She just lost. Like, the risk reward and everything was so fucking against her that she just lost. Anyway, okay, that was, so if I had to make some notes, right? What do we take away from the Dragalia match, right? Let's make some notes here. Week 2. That for sure. Don't over-respect good players. Believe you can win. Right? Because that was definitely a problem I had with Dragalia, where I just kind of was like assuming I was going to lose going into it, and I played really scared. Believe in the risk rewards on defense. One hit is all you need. You can take a bunch of damage and be patient. I think those are the main takeaways I remember from that one, right? Suki is just... The set isn't over till it's over, dumbass. Gotcha. That's really not much else to say with that one, right? For the Rose Lockhart set, oh, I missed it. It's called Jacinth. Primarily, I think the main two things are, learn awkward, well, I say awkward Wilnase corner conversions, like when I'm missing a couple of cooldowns or something like that. Like, don't just, because I think right now, like I have like the Wilnase hit labbed out, you know? I get my medium, I go 2-2H, you know, I go into either the camera Oki or I go close M, H-knee, close H, Raging Strike, 2H, HDP, super. But like a lot, like what if I hit someone in midair with far H? What am I supposed to do? If I hit someone, you know, if I hit someone with a far L and I don't have my knee cooldown up, what should I do? Probably a lot of it is going to Raging Strike, but, you know, think about those. And then also, either jump back JL or 6P super jumps out of the corner. Don't backdash, right? Because that's the problem. And then we just talked about it with the Mithian sets, but I think the main two things there are incorporate 2-2L, 2-2H into block strings and neutral to beat preemptive spot dodge, 2-2H is also just great in neutral as a toe check. And what was the other thing I mentioned? There was one other thing that I was talking about there, but I fucking forget now. I mentioned incorporating the lows, and oh yes, don't be so one-dimensional on defense. Don't just fish for 2U, H knee out when people are too passive. Doing nothing is sometimes poggers. Yeah. That seems right to me, man. I think that seems just about correct. There's quite a bit to work on here. How do I feel about the stuff we have from last week? Do you usually practice these in ranked sessions? Yes, like tomorrow we're gonna play a bunch of ranked, and we'll be trying to keep some of this in mind. How do I feel about these? This I feel like I have generally, obviously still have some problems, but I feel like I'm doing this kind of better. I have a better idea of what I want to do here. This I feel like I have a better idea of what I want to do. This I still just haven't done. I need to get more in tune with this, right? Instead of doing Hadron a lot of these matchups. Against Charlotta, it's fine, but most other people I should Wilnii, right? I did lab this out, and I know that you can sometimes, but it's not great. 2U into nothing, or counter hit 2U into medium knee is probably better a lot of the time. I am working on this. This is going to be a work in progress. I am working on this, but certainly it's something that still comes out a lot of the time, right? We labbed this out. Mostly this comes down to you're going to have to like preemptively jump it a lot of the time, or you can just fucking block it and it's not that big of a deal. But don't try to 6P it. This I am doing more. We saw that I do it more in some of these sets, and this is still kind of a longer term thing. But I think there's a lot of progress on the things that are still most pressing here, I think, are this. Ending mid-screen combos with Wilnii, I gotta do that more. And respect reaction super, I gotta do that more. And 6P anti-air, I gotta do that more. I think by and large, these are the three biggest takeaways that I still haven't felt like I'm making that much progress on. This specifically was about 2U into U Hadron. I think I'm much better at that now anyway. So there's still progress was made off of these, so that's good. But we're not gonna stop here. We are, Sunday is analysis day, right? But what we're going to do, I think, is now I'm going to stop looking at my own games, and we're going to go over and try and look at some GM Wilnii, just playing around, and see what we can find, whether through the game's replay system, or we can go off and fucking look at the high-level replay channel or something like that, and see what we can learn, see if the Wilnii are doing stuff that I'm not doing, or they're not doing stuff that I am doing, etc., etc. and that'll probably be what we do for the next hour. So I probably will keep this stream a little shorter just because I have to study. I have a test tomorrow. I'm not in school, but I'm working, and I need to get a certification, and certification exams cost $200 each, and I would really like to just pass on the first try. So we'll probably go till around 8:30, and then I'll go review to make sure that I pass tomorrow. But yeah, let's go do that. Let's go do some high-level Wilnasing. Forklift certified brick arc, you know? If only it was quite so cool. I mean, that's a Wilnas. How do you fucking navigate this shit? Character. Wilnas. Custom versus rank range. No. Oh, I see. Top players. What is this? How does that work? Character Wilnas. Opponent's character. All characters is fine. Results. All. Sure. Hybrid should watch your own replays in the high-level replay channel. Lol. That's my goat. So true, bestie. Modes. Ranked match, I guess. Top players. Whatever that means. Oh, God. It keeps fucking resetting. And then player, all players, order by date, by likes, by versus rank. By date, sure. And platform, all platform. That seems fine. So what does this look like? GBH, is there a way for me to sort this by explicitly GM? No, huh? Order by versus rank, then. Are there none GM Wilnii? There's supposed to be 10, aren't there? I thought order by versus rank would give me Grandmasters at the top. No. Maybe this shit don't work like how I thought. Maybe it's ass? Hold up. Custom. Oh, you can't make it just Grandmaster? Brother. YouTube might be better. It might be. Yeah, this might be kind of ass. Hold on. Shout out to the high-level replays channel. That's my goat. How do we do this? Do we just go fucking... Do we just fucking... Let's go Grand Blue high-level replays. Wow. It's my goat. One day I'll be on there. They have playlists for characters, though. Wilnas. That's me. What the fuck? Why am I on here, bro? Do we get someone actually good on here? Mabushin. Sure, man. Oh, Micropen I am actually down to watch, too. Steal your own tech? Bro, I'm ass. Check out that Brick guy. He seems clean. I'll be on there after Brick's top tier coaching. For real, for real. Why am I here, bro? Me versus Unto10? This is the lowest level, high level match I've ever seen. What do you mean? Brick versus Unto10. That's amazing. No, let's watch this. Vasaraga? Sure. I mean, this is a Vasaraga, no fear, no gate. He puts the skin name in there. Sure, man. Whatever you say. Let's watch a couple of these. Wilnas Ladiv, this Mabushin guy. There's this Micro Penne fella. This Ozu fella. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of... Oh, Castiel. Castiel needs a lot, but I am interested. Okay. I think there's good stuff to learn here. Why can't I open this up in a new tab? The fuck? Why do they hate me?
One.
Wait, that's me. No, I'm ass.
One.
It's Micropene? Yeah, it's true. They will claim it's Micropenne, but, you know, don't fall for the propaganda. Brick made it big. I think I'm on there a lot, actually, if I remember correctly. But, you know, this shit is ass. Why does this look like this? Okay, I was gonna say, my God. What do you mean? This is the fucking HD, apparently. Round start, light Hadron smash. Real and true, bestie. Okay. Sure. Okay, medium neat. Interesting. I'm trying to see if I can pick up anything that they do that I don't. Or, like, you know, something that seems like a bit of tech. Instant JU out of the corner. Is there... Put a Sieg versus Wilnas in that anti-Wilnas deck? I wonder why he's doing this. Is it designed to beat Fireball? I can see that, I guess. Yeah, he's 667 at him? Yeah, I see. I assume this is meant to beat Fireball, right? Okay, sure. He fucking 6-6'd M'd at him, though, so it's still 1. Fine. Ow. These guys are fucking around a little bit, perhaps. No confirm? Not my goat. The worst matchup, fighting games versus video compression? Yeah. 10-0. Yeah, I will say, in general, you see this right here? This is something I need to do a lot more. Far M is generally Wilnase' safest button. Like, the best combination of safety and range and reward that Wilnase can get. 2U is obviously the highest reward in a lot of cases. 2U and Far H, but they both have a lot of whiff recovery to them, right? Far M is almost as big, faster startup, a lot less recovery, and you still get quite nice reward on it a lot of the time. I think I need to stick out Far M's like this on defense a lot more, right? As an alternative to just always... Oh, he's gonna fucking die, by the way. Oh my god. But I think that's true. As an alternative to always just 2U-ing, because if you get... I mean, if you hit the Far M, you get U Hadron anyway. And if you get counter hit Far M, you can go into medium knee into bullshit, right? He's fucking dead as a hell. He's dead as hell, man. Killer Instinct versus Compression. -1 to 11 matchup. Yeah. Okay. This matchup is, I think, pretty rough for Wilnase, I will say. It's quite hard to deal with Soulforge Vasaraga, and it's not super feasible to keep him from getting it, right? Especially these days, now they made his neutral better. Interesting. Okay. He goes 2-2H into 2M or Far M? 2M, yeah. I think a lot of the times I try to go 2-2H into Far M and it whiffs. Because I feel like 2M won't have the range, but it does. Far M you can get off counter hits, I think, but also off counter hit 2-2H, I think you can raw link U Hadron, so why not just do that? 2H medium knee off U Hadron, huh? What the hell? U Hadron. 2H medium knee. Light D. Yeah. Interesting. That's weird. That's not what I would normally do there. I wonder if that's better, easier than hitting the close H. It generally is in the mid screen, but I'm not sure if it is like that closer to the corner. 5U there. That's a very interesting one. 5U again. Interesting. I think these might not be the best decisions, person. Yeah, sure. Right away? Is it enough? Does it kill? Yes. What? Maybe it's supposed to keep it simple, stupid. Because I'm like certain he could have done more damage here. But maybe it's because knee got used up and the combo's a little bit more awkward here. So just do it. I'm gonna write that down actually. High level notes. Use more Far M on defense. Check ending combos early into super when knee launcher. Cool. Turn review is such a pain when you were looking at your mistakes. I think it's important though. Running from your mistakes is a great way to never learn from them. I watched myself get reverse 3-0'd on stream, and I analyzed it in gruesome detail. But I think it's important to do. It's just, yeah, not the conversion there, unfortunately. Yikes! Oh, this is pain. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, Jesus. Meterless combo, by the way. Oh, he's dead as hell. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's dead as hell. Okay, cool. Got Vasaraga in the corner. Happens to the best of us, literally. What? Huh? Is that? Oh, it's counter hit knee. Gotcha. Yeah. Right. Counter hit M knee. You can go close H into another knee. Real and true. He fucked up like DP after though. High level notes. Voss does a lot of damage. Real and true. Close H. Close H. Okay. Yeah. Close H knee. Close H 2H. Close H Hadron. Real and true. Okay. That's about what I do. So good to know that it's not something secretly better or something. Medium knee there, interesting. Medium knee as a pressure tool is like especially against characters without a meterless reversal. I could see some amount of vision there actually. Yep, that's the combo. Was that spaced out to be safe? You can make it -3 or -2, but I don't think that was right. What was that block string he did? I need to take a look at this. If this makes it, because you can space this out to be -3 or -2. But I didn't think he was far. So he did close L, close H, far M, 2-2H. I want to look at that right now, actually. Close L, close L, close M, or no, close H, close L, close H, which is not a frame trap, I will say, right? So that, but maybe on Vasaraga it is. But I'm just I want to see what that looks like regardless. Close L, close H, far M, into 2-2H, block string. What did that look? I want to try that out right now. I think LK told us a lot of the reviews that you're going over during tournament play. You're not thinking about it during the game, and that really made me think about it differently. Yeah. It's much easier. You don't have to worry about playing the video game. You just get to worry about backseating yourself. It opens up a whole new level of analysis, right? Because obviously you're trying to analyze, you know, while you're playing the game, but so much of your mental stack is taken up by, you know, playing the game. Replay review is a huge part of getting better if you're actually trying to be serious about it, I think. Whether it's yours or better players. Real quick, close L, close H? No, it is a frame trap. I lied. Oh, it's close H into far H. That's not a frame trap. That's what I'm thinking of, yeah. But this is, you're in far L range here, yeah. So there's nothing that beats this. Besides, I guess Charlotta DP would beat this. Right? Or like Sora's Roundhouse or something like that. You would have to do close L, close M for those, but... close L, close H, far... Excuse me. Oh, with what? Is it with momentum? Oh, does that only work on Voss because he's fat? Does Voss has the fat hitbox? Is this a Vasaraga specific fucking block string? Holy shit, it is. Are you serious? But no, it's punishable. Okay. That's weird, though. It's a Vasaraga, Ladiva, and... I don't think Wilnase has the fat hitbox. It might just be those two. I thought there was a third character that had the fat hurtbox, but I forget. It's a Vasaraga and Ladiva specific fucking hurtbox. Amazing. Can you do a knee? Oh, you definitely can, yeah. But, yeah, you're not going to be pushed out. It's not safe. You can make this safe. This is like C-3 here. But yeah. Is there a way to get it to be safe here? Like if I go close M, boom, boom, from here. No, yeah, you just have to be so far away. I don't think there's a way to make it safe there. Versuja, I don't think so. It was a smaller character. It was like it was like Siegfried or something. It was a character who was Percival. It might have been Percival who had the fat hitbox. No, maybe not. Maybe it is just Ladiva and Voss. I can't remember. Regardless, yeah, that block string is not real. He was punishable here. I mean, maybe if you're a little further out. But then it's not even going to work on Voss, surely. If I'm a little further out, does it work? Yeah. Huh? No. Yeah, I don't think it works. I don't think so. I think this is some fake news. Okay. I think he just should have gotten throw punished here and didn't. Good to know. Is that 2-3-6 spacing? I think it can be. I think, yeah. Like, you can probably get a safe Hadron here in most matchups. Oh, yeah. For sure. Right? In most matchups, you probably have to do this. This actually should be, I think, like if I go to Belial here and have him far L, I think this beats it. If I go this, that, this. Because this is +5, so that makes this a 7-frame button. I think far L's shouldn't reach. So like this as a frame trap is probably... This actually will hit the whole cast. And you're still very much in safe Hadron range there. I think if I have you do a close L here, I don't think you'll win. And if you do... Well, Belial far M is 6 frames, but I think also not at the range that it needs to be here. Oh, shit, right. Let's go like this. Oh, shit, does it? Maybe it does beat it. How do I want him to do it on the second time that he blocks. I guess I can put a delay in for it. Maybe I should do a delay. I'm actually not sure how to do how the best way to do this. Set delay. Maybe if we do like a 5-frame delay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it does. Okay, the pushback is enough that it does beat it. Unless it's because he's doing it on a delay. Let me record him doing it and then just do it myself. Let me turn this off while we're here. Cool, okay. I think it is beating it. Right? I think so. It's a little weird. How low can I get this delay to be while still having him do it at the correct time? Let's say like 3 frames.
What?
No, he does it too early. I mean, how much of a gap does he have here? Exactly 3. So if I make it 4, I think he shouldn't do it. And he will have enough of a gap there. Is there a better way to do this? Any knowers? What is deviate? Oh, it means you can, like, the delay can change. Yeah, I think it beats it. I think it beats it. The better way to find out, I guess, would just be to do close M from as far away as I can. Yeah, and then have him do it immediately. Sure, sure. Let's just do close L as far away as we can. Or close M as far away as we can. And then do this. Oh! Maybe we do extend our... We do extend our hurt box before we extend our hit box, so I guess it makes sense. Okay, yeah. Because he does, if you look at the hurt box here, right? The hurt box precedes the hit box by 1 frame. So I guess it does make sense that he can beat this. Man, the problem is if I get him to sit still for a second. Right? Doing far M from here, does it... Oh, if we do close M, it reaches? Because close H has more pushback? Okay, we can just do close M, far M. Oh, perfect. Okay. That's actually fine. This is definitely a frame trap, right? For a little further away, does this still work? Oh, for a little further away, we're not even in close M range, so never mind. Yeah, gotcha. If you're a little further away, you just do close M right away into far M. Okay. Good to know. Close M, far M into Hadron, or close L, close M, far M into Hadron is more realistic. There's not a block string that I can think of that'll actually get you safety off 2-2H there. Ow. My kick's kind of a pain for people. You talking about the far M kick? To you, Hadron? Yup. This should be a dead Raga, certainly. You have to Raging Strike there because it's actually combo limit because they're already airborne when the Hadron hits them. This medium knee is doing fucking work. I mean, it's true. A character without a needles DP, why not, right? But I'm still surprised by how successful it's been. Yeah, camera, Oki setup. He has 2L, interesting. What is happening? Okay, sure. Does he land in time to block this? No, he does not. No, he does not. It's been a weird-ass round, I'm not gonna lie to you. Am I learning anything? Maybe. Let me take that block string out of here. It's not real. Ow. It's a ridiculous amount of medium knee, you know? Medium Hadron, I think, as an actual neutral poke is actually quite good. I unironically like that idea. It's something that I've already been kind of... not just in the Vasaraga matchup, too, just in general. M Hadron as neutral poke. I think it's actually very nice, right? I'd say you can still get away. You can still throw in some M knees, considering how often Bubs players get away with M dive kick. No, you can, for sure, but he's just doing it. He's doing it so much. I think it's too much. Especially against a character without a meterless DP. I mean, why not, right? 2M Hadron. Close H. Not expected. Sure. Is the character to 500 gems postponed, by the way? Yes, indeed. Until we... I mean, probably for the year or something. I don't know how long it's going to take us to do this. But I would like to win a weekly with Ladiva, with Wilnase, and then win a weekly with Ladiva. So we're going to be here for a little bit. Don't mind. Right? I assume it's going to take us a while. Ending combos early when you launch with Wilnii is something I'm interested in. Like, say I get some sort of launch like this. Right? Because, like, he went like that into super right away, and I can't imagine that is Are we seeing Brick on top in 2026? You know, that's the plan. That's the plan. So that's 65-80. I mean, maybe probably the most generous situation for this is if you do just one hit here first, so that's the least, you know, you're still getting the least scaling on the super that you can, but I think you're already close to max scaling anyway. The supers can only go down to 50%, which is like 4 hits. So that's 66-70, right? If I instead did something like this. Oh, so it's way more damage. Yeah, okay, he was just keeping it simple. Gotcha. I'd avoid talking about Galleon for 2 years featuring Brick SPD. Excuse me. You not see the video that was going up there? Yeah, no, so he was just keeping it simple because it kills anyway. So why? Yeah, that is not real. Get that out of there. But yeah, I do like the idea of using more Far M on defense and using M Hadron as a neutral poke. I think both of those are probably good. Let's watch one more Mabushin game here, and then we'll switch over to, who was next? Was it Castiel? I think it was Micropene. Again, Far M as the primary kind of poke is good, I think. Yeah, it's a problem that Ladiva will run into very often. Oh, nice punish. Out. Getting fuzzy DP'd on your offense is Ladiva's a real pain in the ass for headbutt pressure. See ya. Yup. It's a video teaching me a woman to give my insight on the matter as someone who uses her and doesn't necessarily think she's horrible. Go for it. I am focused on something else right now, though, so you may get ignored. But you are absolutely free to type your opinions in chat. Isaac. This is not looking like such a great round. Yeah. I mean, I'll have to see Ladiva win. I like seeing big character on big character violence, you know. Sure. I know Gabba thinks that Ladiva wins this matchup. Initially, I would think not, right? But like, I would wager that this should be rather tough for her, but maybe there's some interactions that I'm not thinking about. Out. He just really hasn't gotten started yet. I haven't really been able to see him really do much of anything. He's just kind of been losing. Okay. No Hadron there is interesting. Maybe just a missed conversion, though. Oh, anti-airing with Hadron. Anti-airing with Hadron. Anti-airing with Hadron? Hold on. That's not. It's not a real guy, is it? It's not like that was a misinput, probably. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh hell no. That's terrible. I mean, you can look at the hitbox on it. It is not very tall, right? Oh hell no, Mr. Mabushi. I mean, I guess you probably get a lot of damage if you do it, right? Probably. It's a weird conversion, too. The high-level plays are beyond me? I don't know. It does make the conversion weird because they start off higher, so the bounce is different. You probably have to do that. Yeah, instead of 2H. But, like, nah, I think that's probably just... That's some spaghetti. Generally, some of my people aren't reading paragraphs, think she's a good character, but I don't think she plays Rising well. That's the summary. Interesting. Sure. I mean, that'll make her a bad character, I will say. But, you know, you do you, brother. Ow. Okay. It feels like he's just kind of getting mogged. I don't know, man. Yeah, I gotta figure that shit out too, man. Me too. I mean, it's a little worrying to see that, you know, better Wilnases are also just dropping that shit. It makes me wonder if there's no consistent way to get that to work, but maybe that means I have to find a lower reward, more consistent side swap off of those weird Hadron hits. That might be the lesson I learned. Sure. You gotta be careful with medium knee. You might be in SPD range after. In a lot of cases. Yup. Walk him down. Okay, good. I'm not seeing them so... Oh my god, 6666 gems. 10 times Satan. But Ladiva's an honest, hardworking character. Yeah, DP anti-airing is true. When in doubt, even, you know, if it's a little too late for 6P, I should be thinking about that much more often. That's more of a general, universal, fundamental, really, and not a Wilness thing. That's fair, but I view it kind of like 2B in the sense of this character isn't playing Rising, but it's still good. Like he's a more extreme case. I guess I see what you mean. Yeah. This matchup looks scary. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would have figured that Wilnases would have an easier time keeping Leva out, but maybe. Oh man, maybe it's not quite so simple. I mean, it sure seems like he's just getting his shit rocked. I'm not sure how much of that is the matchup and how much of it is Nogueira just being a beast, but I mean, you know. I'm currently watching him just kind of get fried. Do 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 do. Sure. Step dash Oki after hard knockdown BC seems right to me too. Oh yeah, no, that's real. That is, you can do that, but it is spacing dependent, I suppose. Good to know. Like the back. I mean, Diva does hate people backdashing against her in neutral. That makes sense. H Hadron, huh? I've seen that a couple of times. Why do people use H Hadron in block strings? I've seen a couple different Wilnases do that, and it's never made sense to me. What does it do that the others don't? Because it's slower as far as I'm aware, so it's like more reactable. And it has the orange flash, and the pushback is I think not as good. Yeah. Why do they do it? I've never really do you get something on counter hits? Like if it frame traps someone, right? Do you get anything? Is it just more chip? The chip is kind of crazy? No, that's fair. You don't get anything on counter hit, I'm rather certain. If I just have it hit on counter hit here. I don't think you get like a 2L or something, do you? No. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of chip, I guess. Is it a true block string? It's slower than the other two, so I have to imagine no. I mean, I can counter hit him here, so clearly not, right? Light Hadron is. Medium Hadron is not. Now, well, I will say, that's good to know, actually, that Light Hadron, Far H into Light Hadron's a true block string. Far M to Light Hadron's a true block string. Wait, really? Is it a frame trap? Like, yes, but it's slower and more reactable than Medium Hadron, which is also a frame trap. Right? It just feels like, and the pushback is worse. If I do this, oh, let me not have him do anything here. If I do this, I think I'm left closer to Belial than if I did this. Yeah. The pushback is worse. It's more reactable. What happens if they try to spot dodge H? Oh, maybe? That could be interesting. Does it beat spot dodge? Because I know medium will lose. I expect it will also. Does it have less recovery? If I just look at the move here. 28. Well, that's total frames, actually. 55 versus 53. No, it's, yeah. It should be the exact same. I don't think it, I mean, I'm looking at it. Mathematically, it's impossible that it beats spot dodge, but... Right. Oh, yeah. You're probably going to be more minus than if you did this. Yeah, exactly. BC baits? Does it have more of like a hurt box shift? Not real. I think it's just bad. I mean, it is just more chip, I guess. But I also don't like putting Hadron on cooldown. I think I just don't like it. Good to know, I will say, tangentially. Good to know that Far H and Far M. What about 2M, actually? I should check that out. Is 2M into Light Hadron a true block string? It should be. It has the same attack level as Far M. Oh, it isn't. Oh, it isn't. Okay, never mind. Maybe it doesn't have the same attack level. I guess it doesn't. Good to know. Okay. But yeah, Far M into Light Hadron is, and Far H into Light Hadron is. 2U into L is true? Yes. 2U into M isn't. Far H into M. So you can never true block string it. Maybe 2H into M? No. Yeah. You can never true block string into that. Close H? No. I mean, at close H, you don't want a Hadron anyway. Yeah. Why Wilnase is so fine? To reflect his player base. H should have meaning. Excuse me. Ow. Yeah, I think it's just not good, personally. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but I can't think of a dimension where it's worthwhile to do that. It is just more chip is the only thing I see that's reasonable there. Confidence is sexy. He has so much of it. So sexy. Real and true. He's a very confident guy. I would be too if I was literally like, if I was fire, I think I would be pretty confident as well. Right? If I was, like, the manifestation of the element of fire in the universe. Hey, that combo's worse than the one that I do. Does this barely not kill? Oh, I don't think the difference. Yeah, I think mine wouldn't have killed either, but that is a slightly lower damage combo. It's a little bit easier.
What's this? What's this?
I'm sure it's fun having far HC gets a 5th skill instead. Ow. It's okay, gotcha. You don't have to Siegfried downplay anymore. The Japanese players put him as bottom 3. Your work has been done for you. Ow, by the way. Almost killing and losing my entire mental as a result of the thing I'm working on for next week. Yeah. Ah! Okay, well. Sure. This 2M button, I want to give this 2M button a closer look, because I don't use him very much, and I think that's sort of fine. But maybe I should. I just kind of view him as a worse version of 2M, but he's a low check without the risk. Right? Ow. What happened here? I looked away and chat for a second. Ah, with fun. The Gabagool. Let me look at this 2M guy. Does he, like, not have a lot of recovery or something? Nope. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. That's true. If I'm close, you know what? This button is also just bigger than I give it credit for. His 2M is pretty big. Like, if you hide the frame meter here, right? It's a big-ass button. I should probably use this more often in these sort of closer ranges. Because it's a low check with almost none of the risk on whiff, right? Compared to 2U. Obviously, 2U is bigger. But, yeah, it's not a ridiculous difference, right? Probably should be using 2M as a low check more. Why don't leave us throw more grab button? Wouldn't it inherently be more of a guess due to command grab? I mean, it's just a worse version of it. All the things that beat command grab will beat throw too. Yeah, no, not real, right? Ow. Okay. He's kind of got mugged. Alright. Still though. Let's look at some micro peen sets here. See what we can learn. Owie. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is right away, right? 2-2L and block strings. Big deal. I like this kind of zombie Wilnii skin that he's rocking too. But yeah, 2-2L and block strings is a good idea. Far M into light Hadron. I think that was light. Maybe it was medium, but far L into light Hadron. True block string. We fuck with it. Damn! Far M interrupt on the knee? 5k gems? He's been grinding. Turns my brain inside of my eyes a little. Excuse me. What does this mean? The patience. 2-2H and block strings. Again, totally safe. As long as you're not in the corner. Whoa. Sure. Did Versucci just do a sliding normal, by the way? Can she do that? Uh-oh. I think you're dead, right? What the fuck was that combo? I'm sorry. Say again. Huh? That's not the most damage you could have done there, is it? I don't think. 5U, far L. This is all normal. Knee, and then he goes 2H, H Hadron, close M into SSBA. Okay, hold on. 5. Oh, please die, Mr. Lyle. 5U, far L. Let's not have it be. Counter hit shouldn't matter, but let's not have it be counter hit regardless. 5U, far L. This, that, this, that, this. 5190. So that's 8190 total versus what I was thinking of would be this. Yes. Okay, it is worse. I think you should be able to follow up with, I mean, I'm pretty sure you should be able to follow up with super. That's just like the normal Wilnus optimal.
Hungry for more?
Right? That was 5190 before the super. This is 5420 before the super. Yeah. So this, what he did there is easier, I guess. I mean, that is, because you don't have to delay the Raging Strike or anything. Because that's 8720 versus this. Yeah, it's going to be less. It's going to be like 84 or something. Gotcha. Interesting combo, but worse, right? 8190, yeah, like notably worse. Though it is like, there's no difficulty in doing this at all, right? Yeah, you can't close H. There's no difficulty in doing it at all, so that's got some value, right? If you don't have a Raging Strike, that's something I should think about. If I don't have Raging Strike, that's absolutely the optimal, right? If you either don't want to spend Raging Strike or you don't have Raging Strike, that is definitely the optimal with no RS. Gotcha. He would have killed if he did the good combo, though. That is a 600 HP difference, yeah. She had no Brave points, so it would have been a little more, too. He would have killed if he did the good combo there, so that was bad. But a good combo to know about if you don't have RS.
Better get to it.
Or if you want to save the crystal for a Brave point swing. I'd see it coming. See what coming? What are you talking about, man? You keep saying stuff and I don't know what you're talking about. Ow. Sure. Yup. He is swinging. Mr. Peden. He did the thing that I did. Dude, you know what? It's good to see better players also be dumbasses. He didn't do jump back JL. He didn't do 6P. He just backdashed and lost. Let's go. It makes me feel a little better. But yeah, definitely jump back JL or like a 6P or something would have been a little better there, right? But one of his combos are so sick. If only I wasn't on the receiving end of them. Real and true. He did the thing that I did, man. I'm not that stupid. Okay, wait, he's just gonna die here. That's fine. How did they end up side swapping immediately, huh? Oh, that's how. Gotcha. That was, you could have gone medium knee there, but sure. Sure. Is he gonna do the thing again? He is. Oh. He isn't. Oh, wait, real quick. Was this the fucking setup to safe jab shit with Wilnus? If you did some shit like this, you did that. No, that doesn't whiff. There was like a 6-6H thing that whiffed, which was how you got... It was like that? Plus 10? No, you have to be plus 8. I forget. Something like that. There's a safe jab setup that I should learn there. But I forget what it is. You know what? I'm going to write that down, in fact. Learn Wilnus 6-6H whiff safe jab setup. Fine. Also good. He is very patient, which is, I mean, a good thing, certainly. It is that, just that understanding that, like, with Wilnus, you just need the one hit, right? A lot of the times. He blocks a lot, which I think is something that I should definitely do more. I definitely would have matched in that situation, for example. Just trying to get the kill. You know what's interesting? What he does a lot? I just noticed this right now, but he's been doing it the whole set. Step dash as gap closer at long range. He does that a lot, right? Like, you notice it, like, it's all over the place in his approach. When he's, like, near full screen, he just step dashes. I guess it sort of makes sense. It's not the kind, like, even there, right? She dashes right away. It's not the kind of thing you can reasonably punish him for at long range. And he just builds some meter, gets close without having to spend, like, a knee or something. Yeah, he uses it to, like, maintain the spacing. As Versuja is back dashing away, he's step dashing in, right? And it also helps him... Oh, this is actually really good, I think. It's not... It doesn't look like a big deal, but it kind of is. A lot of the time, as Wilnus, you don't want a knee from over here, because it's 27 frames. You want to need from like closer to here, right? Where it's like 20 frame reaction check, 18 frame reaction check, 16 frame, right? But it can be hard to sort of get out of this kind of no man's land. Because like your only real option is to walk forward, right? Which is very easy for people to like walk back or backdash back and kind of hold you at that awkward space for at least some amount of time. But yeah, from this, right, like step dashing in from this range can get you into those much more desirable, like this mid-range that Wilnii wants to occupy, right? Certainly here, step dash is not a very good idea. But I somehow just never thought of this. Step dashing in, for, I mean, it covers like half the screen, right? Like gets you right from that kind of awkward full screen position right into this more like mid-rangey position where you can start toe checking with this or kneeing or whatever, right? I know it might seem like an overreaction. I really like that, actually. I really, really like that. Right? You also just build 6% meter for step dashing too, right? Normally one of the problems with dashing versus walking is you don't build quite that much meter, but Wilna's step dash building 6% right there is quite nice. You know, you build more meter certainly for walking that distance than you do step dashing it, right? Build like twice as much, but per second you build probably about as much. That's an interesting little tidbit there. Wilna's step dash at full screen I think I really like, and I didn't realize how much meter it built you too. 6% on every step dash is really good. 2-2L out of the corner defensively, huh? How interesting. I do like 2-2U there. I guess 2-2L is just faster and less reactable. You gotta be careful with it, but yeah, like, kind of how we were talking about with Grand Blue Zone pressure, where a lot of the time if you're on defense and the opponent is Grand Blue zoning and they're being too passive, generally, you know, most characters will 6-6L out of the situation to get their turn back. Wilna's can knee, that certainly works. But I guess if you want to maintain the cooldown a little bit, you can just 2-2L. It's as fast, right? Pretty much. It's still very hard to react to. You don't get the same kind of reward on block or on hits, but... Well, on hit, it's basically the same. On block, it's worse, but it doesn't cost you a cooldown. I like both of them. I'm going to write both of the things that I just talked about down. So yeah, step dash is gap closer. 2-2L out of... 2-2L when defending versus Grand Blue Zone. I actually like that quite a lot. Because I'll use 2-2U a bunch for that, but it's way more reactable, right? With the blue flash and like 4 extra startup frames comparatively. Okay. Bit of a missed confirm there, but it's probably fine. 2L. Fine. Oh? Okay, I'm a little surprised that did anything, but they're fucking dead. So I guess that's cool. Yeah, I think it might not. I really am very pumped about this step dashing from full screen idea. Actually, I really like it. Cool. Ow. Let's see if we can find... I think we'll watch one more Micropeen set, because I think he actually does approach the character in a way that is interesting and very different from the way that I do. Mabashin felt very much he was just doing, like, the game plan that I usually have on Wilnases, but better. Micropeen is playing this in, like, a different way. Like, he's using different tools on the character. So I'm quite interested to take a deeper look. Watch one more set with him, and that'll probably be it, just because I do want to go study. Yeah, I can't spot dodge that, I fear. Roll probably a better idea.
Back to work.
Back to work. He wasn't sure if it was going to be an Itia or something else, right? Yeah, this is another thing too. H-knee and block strings. I mean, this is not something that this is a thought that I already had before watching high-level Wilnases, but like H-knee in block strings is a really big deal, right? Spending that cooldown to get your plus frames, it's good. Why just I default to Hadroning and returning to neutral a lot of the times in matchups where I don't really like playing neutral, so sure. And yeah, H-knee into far M is very consistent, right? It's a 5-frame button, basically, when you're +4 like that, so no way to fuck with it. Ow! Yeah, knees are 6/6H attack level, but so is Versuja Far H. I don't think he was very ready for that to clash, but Versuja Far H is particularly meaty. Did they do it again? Am I losing my mind? Did Twitch do back-to-back ad breaks again, by the way, or what's going on here? This is not normal, yeah? Oh.
What's this? What's this?
What's this? What's this? Sure. Yeah, don't spot dodge that. It's fine. Oh, it's the first of 3? Or no, that was 1-1. Okay, cool.
Better get to it.
Jumping and Itias, I'm not so sure about. Yeah, I really like the Far M 2-2L stuff.
Eager to learn.
Yeah, air unblockable. Dude, good conversion on the Versuja, too. God damn. How does he do this? Because this is the conversion that I always struggle with. Close M, huh? Is that real? Because a lot of, like, different Wilnus normals can, you know, not auto time, but at least make the timing much less inconvenient. Is close M good to use here? Hold up. I mean, it's not an auto time, certainly. Yeah. I see, though. Yeah, it's not. It's a very mild delay. If you guard button this, ooh. If you guard button this, does it just work? Oh, it might. Hold up. It's kind of important, actually. If you guard button close M, does it just work? Oh, I think it does. I'm just holding the guard button. Matching. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, you just hold the guard button and match close M. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, and it goes right into the 50-50. Okay. This is why we watch better players. Oh, that is really nice. I see. I mean, again, mashing it. No timing at all, right? You just hold the guard button and match close M like your life depends on it, which it often does. And you get your combo. Okay, that's... Wow. You know what? Thank you, Micropene. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna... Where did I have... Guard button Far M. That is huge. How does holding the guard button change things? Oh, it adds, just because of the way that the game's input reader works, basically, it adds 1 frame of delay, right? It adds 1 frame of delay to whatever button you throw out. So if I just throw out close M here, it comes out, you know, as soon as it can. If I guard and hit close M, it comes out 1 frame later than as soon as it can. So whenever you need like a very small delay, the guard button is generally your guy. Right? It adds 1 frame of delay to whatever you're doing, which is very, very good. Right? He gets 6%. I didn't see you say that. He gets 6% off that for his step dash. Yeah, I gotcha. He gets 6% meter for doing that, which is so good, right? I think I've really been sleeping on step dash as a gap closer from long range. I had to sit down and work out the good basic pressure strings for Wilnus. Tough to find the secret scrolls for this game sometimes. We're playing it this month at locals. I mean, I basically just now, like just today, have been a fan of this, right? Fucking, that's not, I mean, it's not, they can't spot dodge it, but if they do that, they're gonna die. But yeah, just going close M, close L, close M, Far M, right? Into Hadron or close M into this, right? Either of those tends to work pretty well. Hadron probably better. Most of the time it's a true block string as well. But like, that's a frame trap, that's a frame trap, that's a frame trap. Well, that's a true block string, actually. If you want a frame trap, this is a frame trap. Close L, close M, Far M, medium Hadron, every single part of that is a frame trap. Which also means that for every single part of that, you can just stop right there and do something else, right? That tends to work pretty well.
Better get to it.
Once you condition to sit still, you can you know, substitute any part of that with some fake shit. But yeah, that close M conversion is actually huge. What does he do off the combo? What is he like? What's his go-to? Does he just go into the camera Oki off of this? But yeah, guard button, close M, and then, oh, he goes knee, 2H, Hadron, close M, close M. What the hell? Hold up, what the fuck was that? Knee, 2H, looks like light Hadron? Close M, close M? Let me see if I can tell the difference here. You Hadron, guard button close M, knee, 2H. Yeah, that's light Hadron. Okay. Into close M, into close M. What the fuck? Boop, boop. Oh. Why is he doing that? 2L, 2L, far L, this. Guard button, mash close M. Knee, 2H, light. Oh, maybe it is medium Hadron. I guess it is, because light Hadron's too fast. I thought it looked like light, but maybe I'm just a big stupid guy. Oh, it was 2H. Bonk, guard button, close M, knee, 2H, medium Hadron, and that was close M, close M. Is it a safe jump? I mean, it looked, he was certainly playing it like it was, right? I'd be quite interested if that is the case. How plus are you off of that? I shouldn't hit another button. I just want to see how plus I am. 2H, boom. Close M, close M. You're plus 44. Yeah. That's a safe jump. You know? I mean, Wilnii can safe jab UDPs with his close L. I mean, you're never gonna be mad about a safe jump. That's 5k damage side swap safe jump setup. I like that, actually. Now, obviously, you could just go right into the camera Oki, right? You could even delay it a little bit, do like something like this. You have to delay it so you don't whiff, but you can get a little bit more damage first. Right? Again, guard button and then match it. Boop, boop. Like that, right? And you can go to the camera Oki and go from there. But I kind of like the idea of just doing. I kind of like the idea of just doing the safe jump. Yeah. Let me just make sure I can remember it. It's that, this. Ooh. Save jumps are fun. I like grab clutch. I'm a fan of that. Okay. I'm a big fan of that, actually. Yup. I do not like his combo routing off of that. He could have killed there too, you know? You can get a save jab off of that instead. What does it? I guess does it matter? Is it like for Wilnii? It's functionally the same thing, right? It's just I guess whatever setup is easier, or you get more damage off of, is probably better. Use 2-2M after the double close M. Oh, because it's 40. Oh, because you're canceling. Yeah. Okay. Hold up. That's actually interesting. Guard button. This, that. Close M. Plus 10. Don't you want to be plus 8? Isn't that the magic number on this guy usually?
Better get to it.
Isn't that like 2 plus? It is slightly delayed. I guess you can just do some guard buttoning. Like if you guard button this, and you guard button this, and then you guard button those. That probably works. Save jab might give you some good combos, I guess. If you guard button 2 more things within this combo, it'll probably work. Oh, that's not it. You can also do 6-6M if 2M isn't 2-2M isn't available. Are they the same total duration? 34. How does 6-6M work there? That's trickier to time. Gotcha. That's the wrong guy. Think basically, so I'm guard buttoning this already. If I guard button the 2H and then guard button... Oh, I can't do both of those, then it doesn't connect. Okay. What if I just guard button the close M's? Oh, that's just not... Let's force a habit from the camera, okay. Bonk, 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 bonk. Didn't connect. How strange. I know for a fact you can delay them, but... Plus 6. That was too much delay. Yeah, I think it might be easier to just go for the safe jump. Is there a particular benefit, like fundamentally, is there a particular benefit to safe jabbing on Wilnii versus safe jumping? I wonder what's the least amount of damage Wilnii can do whilst using all of his resources. It probably would be that 5U combo we did that did like 8.7k, because that'll scale it the most as well. Owie.
Better get to it.
Like, it's obviously nice to have the ability to save jab UDPs for situations where you can't be as plus. but I think there's not a fundamental, like, it's not better necessarily. It's just very nice to have the ability for when you can't get the save jump. Whoa, that's interesting. 2H, Wilnii, side swap with the dash. Gotcha. 8.7k. I mean, yeah, if I'm talking about using all of his resources, right? Like, the worst Wilness optimal is probably this conversion off the overhead, right? Which looks like this. It's like the most scaled conversion you'll get on him into SSBA, and that's 8720. I remember someone put together a pot combo back in like early season 3 or something that scaled down so far and ended in a pot buster for 1 damage. That's great.
Back to work.
It's interesting to know for the ability to side swap off of this. I think this is also a safe jab, isn't it? I think if you get, like, if you do like bonk, bonk. No?
Nice job.
Isn't, oh, maybe it's close H is the one. Because this is +8.
You're good.
Not on UDPs? I mean, hold up.
Oopsie daisy.
I could have sworn I could have been +8 there. I was +33 a second ago.
Oopsie daisy.
If you side switch? Oh, gotcha. I see, I see. So you're saying this. Because here you're +36. Oh, you're actually 2 plus. What the hell? It'll be +7. Gotcha.
You're good.
How do you side like wait? How do you actually side switch off of this? Is it based on where they are on the stage,
Good.
or is it a micro walk? How does this shit work? This, I know this can be a side swap or a safe jab, right? It's being a little bit of a bitch right now, though.
You're good.
You can be +8 out of that, I swear to God. But anyway. Well, that's interesting too. Hold up, what was that? It was Raging Strike, close end, boom, side swap. Oh, that's okay. That's good to know that you can do that. Gotcha. Owie. Owie. I try to be funny sometimes. I mean, you know, if you want the side swap but you don't have Hadron, you can spend 25. Yeah, like you don't have the 50. You can spend 25 for that. Like reasonably, right? That means I should be able to do something like this even. Like say I get a hit like this, but I don't have the Hadron. I don't have the meter for Hadron.
Nice job.
Yeah. I mean, and you're +6. It's not the worst thing. Like, if you want, like, say I had like no meter when I get this hit. Like I'm sitting like here or something. You know?
Nice job.
You get a regular safe jab too, like a non-UDP safe jab. That's not bad, man. That's unironically not like a troll. If you get a hit with your back to the wall. Might catch some people off guard too. Sure. Nice, yep. Oh! Preemptive brave counter. It happens. I mean, killed me. Killed me many a time. Alright, man. I mean, that's honestly so. What have I gotten from this? Yeah, using more far M in general, honestly, but also on defense. So you don't just have to spam 2 U's all the time. M Hadron and neutral, I think I do like as an idea. Like, not a go-to, but I like it as an idea. Oh yeah, this. Hey, Micropene, this exists, doesn't it? There's something where you can whiff 6-6H in the corner on this guy, and it's a safe jab, right? It's something like that, but it's not that. You can get to be +8 off of that somehow, right? What is the setup for that? Is it this?
Oopsie daisy.
No, it's still +10. How do you do that shit?
Oopsie daisy.
That ain't right.
Nice job.
It's not that either. It's like pretty close to that. Maybe it has to be like this?
Oopsie daisy.
No. Ask about the side swap? Wait, what side swap? How do you do this shit? It's not +8? I swear it was. Starter 214H, close M, this. Oh, I see. 2H, boom, close M, 6H. Oh, I see. Okay, hold up. Close M, that. 2H, M Hadron. The M knee into dash. I don't know what you're talking about. I forgot. I'm fucking stupid. 2H, medium Hadron, close M, 6H. Oh, I see. Okay, wait. Close M, boom. 2H, this. Close M, that. You just gotta do everything as fast as possible on your +8. Yeah. That's not bad. I mean, that's 6,600 damage and basically a safe jump, right? A UDP safe jump. You don't say. They just gotta make sure to do everything as fast as possible, I think. Right? This, boom, no, HDP. Boom, HDP, 2H. Oh, Jesus. 2H won't work if you use that over 214H. Right, the starter has to be knee. So maybe a good thing to do when your, 2H is on cooldown, perhaps. Okay, that's nice. Alright. And then, what else? Yeah, I really liked, you did this a lot, Micropean, and I think it's actually a good idea. When you're, the whole screen away, I really like the idea of step dashing as a gap closer. Maybe not in some matchups, but in general. I think this, full screen can be a really awkward range for Wilnus, where you just kind of walk at people, right? And they kind of walk back, and it keep you out of that range where you can knee as a jump scare option, or 2-2H as a jump scare option, or whatever. But just step dashing from here gets you, 6% meter and half the screen in, so... And it's a lot safer at that long range, so I do like that. The thing he did against the Suja where he routed into M-knee, dashed, ended on the other side in the court. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah. We were talking about that earlier. It's a risk, and some characters just completely invalidate it, cough Matera. Right. I mean, even against Matera, right, if you can find the gap to do this, right, this is probably going to get, this gets you, again, to that range where you can actually be spooky, right? But yeah, my point is, it's much less of a risk out here than it is, here, obviously, right? I do like it a lot as an idea.
Back to work.
It should be relatively hard for most characters in the game to punish you doing this. On reaction, anyway, right? Even a Seox Eureka or something is a 14-frame reaction check to kill you here. So I think I do like it. And then, yeah, 2-2L in the Grand Blue Zone, or when you're not, when you're the one defending against the Grand Blue Zone, and then H-knee and block strings. I think this, with the Grable Zone, I think this is all good. We got a lot of notes. We got a lot of notes to work on for tomorrow and Tuesday. But you know what? Better to have a lot of shit to work on than to have no idea how you can improve, right? So I'll take it. This, I think, was a very productive review session. We will not be doing this next week, because next week is going to be fucking Cygames Cup, right? So it should be big news and all of that. But I mean, this is enough to hold me for several weeks. All this shit, this is lots and lots of habit building, so I'm totally fine with that. Ilsa finally, that should be. I would, if it doesn't randomly shadow drop before then, I would give it a 99% chance of showing up at Cygames Cup. I'd be very surprised if it didn't. I'll be at Frosty's got to de-rust my Soras. True, real and true. Anyways, fellas, I gotta go study. To make sure, as much as I love Grand Blue and as much as I love y'all, I gotta make sure that I don't fucking fail the certification exam. I'm feeling alright. Okay, I'm feeling alright, but, some last minute cramming never hurt nobody. So, that's gonna do it for me. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Good luck, Brick. Thanks for the chat. Yeah. Good luck to anyone who's joining the weeklies tomorrow, Curry Cup, and Dreamland the day after that. Go hug someone you love and tell them that you care about them. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more wellness. Peace. Do 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 do.